Just in terms of games consecutively played last Friday, they did it on a tip drill, 2-point conversion to win 25-24. Jonathan, I got to wonder how difficult for them to bounce back from the euphoria of that win and get ready for tonight.
Joe, we've seen it at all levels of sports. How will a team respond to an emotional, high-stakes victory the following week? It'll certainly help the Warriors to be here at home in front of their crowd tonight as this program looking to replicate the success they had during the Gary Rankin days.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Q and Will are in the studio. They'll update us on all the playoff action going on in the mid-state and around the state at halftime. And we hopefully will hear from our coaches coming up a little bit later on as well. This is the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best. If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athletes. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit jodyjonesdds.com or call 615-259-5100.
We all know that Nashville life can get hectic. In the middle of all the madness that is life, don't forget to take care of yourself. Treat yourself to Nashville's ultimate relaxation experience at Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel. With services for men and women, Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel is your one-stop shop for full body treatment. Begin your experience in the exquisite relaxation room, then enjoy a full body treatment or even a couples massage before finishing in the salon. Located on the 4th floor of the Omni Nashville Hotel, Mocara Spa is Nashville's highest quality self-care oasis. To book your experience or gain information on packages, call Mocara Spa today at 615-761-3600. Again, 615-761-3600. Or log on to theomnihotel.com. And with every booking, you'll have free valet parking and rooftop pool access to enjoy the Music City skyline. And through Labor Day, enjoy the 4th floor spa terrace for only $20. Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
It's a Class 6A playoff game, Green Hill at Riverdale. Joe Fisher, Jonathan Schaefer with you here as we get set for action here tonight in the opening round of the TSSAA state playoffs. Two teams that had two very different kinds of seasons, Jonathan. Riverdale started out 2-2. You know, they lost 2 of their first 3, and then they have now won 6 in a row. They found their offense, most notably with that win over Oakland last week to improve to an unbeaten record in the region. You look at the other side, Green Hill got off to a great start, then struggled. Got to last week, could have found a way to get in even with a loss, but a win locked it up for them, and they rolled against Mount Juliet. So two teams that I think are playing pretty good football right now.
Pretty good momentum for each team. We saw last week, Joe, we were surprised with Mount Juliet. They had a slew of penalties that affected them at home.
100 yards in penalties.
I think they had more penalties than offensive yards for,
I believe you're correct.
for the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
And they struggled. They had problems the week before. That's a Mount Juliet team that's coming into the playoffs limping for sure. Really impressed with Green Hill last week. Was really impressed with their defense. Joe, I would say this season's maybe been one of the better tackling seasons we've seen throughout the entire season. These kids are doing a great job. We're seeing a lot of 3-4 defensive looks. It's been really good with linebackers this season. We're going to see some more of that tonight. But a Green Hill squad that was able to run the ball and also really good passing game, getting it out to their big wide receiver in the junior Aaron Mattingly, who was able to win some combat catches last week.
6'5", 200, and he's 50-50 balls for him are like 70-30.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes and gets them. But you look, it's interesting, Green Hill, a relatively new program. This is their third playoff. They've made the playoffs the last 3 years. Give them a lot of credit. I think they started in 2020.
Yeah, it was the COVID year.
Yeah, so they've done a great job. Riverdale, of course, has been around a long, long time. Riverdale 71-31 in their playoff appearances. 4 state championships, 1994, 1997, 2001, 2004. You go back to Gary Rankin, who did so much at Smith County, and then he came to Riverdale, and then he did a great thing there, and then he left and went to the East, and continued to win.
Yeah, doing the same thing out in Alcoa. Yep. I actually moved here to Middle Tennessee right with that last state championship in 2004, and that Riverdale program was still very good there. Ron Adelot came down for a while. Who had a lot of success at Hillsborough, was here at Riverdale. And this is a district that's been affected by expansion like so many have been in Middle Tennessee, where you have new schools popping up because of the population. This one is no exception to that. But the importance of that win last week to Oakland, the biggest game I had called when it came to a winning streak like that is I saw Hillsborough beat Maryville and snap their 74-game winning streak for the state championship. Scott Blade was the head coach for Hillsborough with that. So for them to get that win over a very good Oakland squad, not an Oakland squad from last season, but still a very good one, and the way they did it, it will be interesting to see which one of these teams comes out and has a fast start, or maybe they both come out flat. You just never know in these situations.
Absolutely, and it's interesting. You look at the pairings as it breaks down. The winner of this game will get the winner of tonight's game between Cookeville and Siegel. So I know both these teams are saying, okay, we got a road to make a run if you can get by tonight. A lot of teams, especially teams that win a region, the first game of the playoffs is sometimes kind of a walkover. This is not that for these two teams tonight.
It will most definitely not be the case. And you mentioned Cookeville-Siegel there, a Cookeville team that defeated Gallatin, had a bit of an up-and-down year and competitive in that region. But if you're looking at it, of course, you can't look past tonight's game, and it's hard to do when you're 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. But you look at that and go, right, we can make a run. We can make some noise. And I was really impressed with how Green Hill last week was able to go in, smack around a rival, and they're coming in with a ton of momentum.
Well, let's take a break. Come back and get this one started. Green Hill at Riverdale. TSSAA State Playoffs in Class 6A on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Jackson Boone Racing. The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jackson Boone Racing. A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old. Jackson Boone Racing. Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front. Jackson Boone Racing. If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling. Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best. It's the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Jonathan Schaefer with color analysis. Now, down to the field with your first half coverage. Here's Joe Fisher.
Well, this is the type of season, this is the time of year that you want to be in. You want to be playing. You want to be in the playoffs to give yourself a chance for a state championship. We've got two good ones tonight in Class 6A. Green Hill at Riverdale. Riverdale won the toss. They deferred. So the Hawks of Green Hill will get the football to open this contest. Green Hill's going to wear white jerseys, green pants, green numerals, white helmets. Riverdale in the home, red jerseys, white numerals, gold pants, and gold helmets. So a good contrast out there on the field. I was down on the field earlier tonight. It's a natural surface, natural grass. It is mowed tight. It is firm. I would assume it's pretty fast.
Yeah, they want it to be fast here. There's no doubt about that. Let's not forget, we've also got a pretty good playoff game not too far up the road, Joe. Independence and Smyrna, two teams that we got to call this season as well. Smyrna able to win a region championship hosting Independence, so that's just a few miles up the road here as we have plenty of good high school football action.
Gallatin, Oakland.
Yes.
Up here as well.
That's
so
right.
A lot of good football. So Green Hill will get set to receive the kickoff as we get ready to go. Green Hill, very impressive last week. We had the opportunity to do that game here on the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Green Hill, an impressive win over Mount Juliet. And Riverdale, of course, with their, in some ways, historic win over Oakland, winning 25-24. So both these teams come in on a bit of a high, if you will.
And you look at Green Hill, Joe, the way they played last week. Again, Mount Juliet had some self-inflicted wounds, but we both sat there and went, how did this Green Hill team have a losing streak in the middle of the year? Because they obviously showed that they have the players. They've got a very good quarterback who's proven himself.
Yep.
And again, it's remarkable what this program has been able to do in just their fourth season, 3 years in a row into the playoffs. What I found interesting with that Mount Juliet rivalry, it's only 3 years old, but the road team has won every single game.
That's right.
You don't see that happen hardly at all.
So Riverdale will kick off. They will go right to left as you listen. And I look back, and Owens is back to receive the kickoff for Green Hill. As we await the opportunity to get started, I saw a couple of our local television stations were here. In fact, Will Kreisky, the head coach for Riverdale, I believe did a live shot with WSMV about 6:30. You know, he went on for, and it was very nice. The reporter said, I'm going to ask you 2 questions and get you out of here. And he was like nodding his head like that. That'd be good. I appreciate that.
We'll ask him 3 during halftime. Man.
That's right. So Riverdale 8-2, undefeated in the region. Green Hill 7-3. Riverdale comes in riding a 6-game winning streak. Wins over Rockvale, Coffee County, Cane Ridge, Blackman, Siegel, and then the big win at Oakland last week.
And you want to talk about rivalry, that Blackman-Riverdale is another one for sure. It's just been interesting over the years, Joe, where we've seen the best performances of high school football. Sometimes it'll be Williamson County for a couple of years, and then it might bounce over to Rutherford County for a few years. Look at Metro last year. 2 schools ended up going to a state championship last year. Now, they didn't have that type of depth throughout all of Metro, but you had East Nashville and Pearl Cone.
Yep.
Wilson County's had.
Well, I was going to say Wilson County's coming. So
they've had some good years out there as well. So, and it used to be just a difference of styles of football as well, because Sumner County, you'd see Hendersonville and Gallatin just
going to run the football.
Williamson County in the mid to late 2000s were really the first counties to start throwing the football and implementing the spread, who basically everybody uses now. But we've seen Rutherford County, Smyrna with a couple. We saw Smyrna with a couple of titles. Yep. We saw Riverdale with some titles. Oakland's dominance with Kevin Creasy moving over to coach the Patriots from his successful tenure up in Hartsville and Trousdale County. So it's always interesting to see those pockets, those periods of times where the dominance shifts all around the middle part of the state.
And it's so interesting, too, because the population here in the mid-state has grown so much that schools like a Green Hill that only began to operate 4 or 5 years ago populate quickly.
Yeah.
And they get players. It used to be if you were a new high school and you were going to start a program, you were going to start from the ground, and it was going to take you years to develop a winning program. That is not necessarily the case anymore.
Well, you mentioned that because Williamson County went through that in the 2000s. Ravenwood came onto the scene very strong, won a state championship. Independence had a couple of state titles there. And along with that population boost, you've also had a lot of schools that have been reclassified over the years,
right,
where they've gone from a 3A to a 4A. And White House, a school we saw a few weeks ago against Pearl Cone, kind of one of those examples, more of a classic 3A type of program that may be playing a little
over their head.
Portland High School up in Sumner County was another one that was by like 5 or 6 guys who were classified over maybe where they should be at.
So they have an issue with the clock. So I've been waiting because we were watching the officials out there. They were standing waiting, and they said they have a clock issue. So they're going to try to get that fixed. I would assume, Jonathan, what they'll do is they'll give it a couple of minutes, and then they'll say, we're going to keep it on the field, and that's the way we go.
Which is never convenient for us, but it has been the season of malfunctioning clocks for us.
We've had a lot of that.
We've had quite a bit of that this season. And it was kind of odd because, to let you behind the curtain, little vamping Joe and I are doing right there while we were waiting to see when they were going to kick the ball off and see what was going to go on. Felt like a really long TV timeout, that's for sure.
Well, that's why you make the big money, to be able to fill all these times. I just look at you and say, please talk for 45 seconds, and that's what happens.
Wind that key in my back,
that's
and
right.
We go.
I think we're about ready to go. They've got the clock, I believe, ready to go. Armand, an outstanding kicker, Khalil Armand, will kick off for Riverdale. Owens back deep to receive the kickoff for Green Hill. Green Hill in the white jerseys, green pants, green numerals, white helmets. Riverdale, red jerseys, white numerals, gold pants, gold helmets. Armand approaches the football as the toe meets leather, and we are underway here in Murfreesboro. Owens fields it at the 2. Over the numbers to the 10, cuts left to the 15, to the 20, still on his feet, 25. Nice return out to about the 28-yard line where Green Hill will start first down and 10. Their quarterback is Cannon Burrows after that 26-yard return. Burrows 124 of 213 passing, 1,873 yards, 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He's also rushed for 420 yards and 6 touchdowns. Owens is his primary tailback, but they will share it with Schote and Duffy and Danyon and Thompson. Mattingly, the big receiver, 6'5", 200, 42 catches on the season. Green Hill will open first down with 3 receivers split right, 2 left, empty backfield in the shotgun. Burrows to throw. They do a little slot, and it's dropped. They tried to hit Mattingly on a little quick screen into the slot, and Mattingly, it's one of those classic turn to run before he caught the football.
Also, there was a little bit of mustard that was on that ball, too. He should have had it, but there was a little bit of steam coming his way. But they went with an empty set, 5 receivers right out of the gate. I'm curious to see how much Burrows runs the football tonight. I thought he could have done maybe a little bit more last week. Curious to see if it'll happen tonight.
Takes the snap in the shotguns, hands off to Owens. Owens is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, and that's about all. Riverdale with 3-4 front. Guzman, James, Gunn on the front. Good linebackers. Taylor, JoJo Smith leads them in tackles. Traylon Davis actually leads them in tackles, 103 tackles on the season, and Jake Patterson. Vanderbilt and Williams are the corners. Odie and Thompson are the safeties. 3rd and 8 now for Green Hill from their own 29-yard line. Just underway here in Murfreesboro. We have reached the win or go home portion of the season. Shotgun set. Empty backfield. Owens motions left. They look there. Now firing the pass. It's incomplete. A little too tall for his intended receiver. At about the 41-yard line, was looking for Mattingly again. And again, a lot of mustard on that one, Jonathan.
Yeah, it might be a little geared up right now. Yep. He's thrown to them pretty hard. The old John Elway breaking your fingers type of throws, if you will. But see if he can get calmed down a little bit. Because, of course, as you mentioned, first-round game. We're in knockout competition now. 3 and out for Green Hill.
So Green Hill back to punt, with the punter standing at about the 17-yard line.
Deep in punt formation, Nico Duffy.
Duffy punts this one away. And Riverdale will let it bounce. It takes a very favorable Hawks roll and is going to trickle down close to the 30-yard line, where Riverdale will start 1st down and 10 on their first offensive possession after a 41-yard punt by Duffy. Now the quarterback for Riverdale is a Mr. Football semifinalist, Braden Graham. And you ask, okay, how did he get to be a Mr. Football semifinalist? Here's how. 2,713 yards passing, 35 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
That will
unbelievable.
That will get you nominated for a lot of awards.
It absolutely should. He's got weapons. Taylor, Verser in the backfield. Edmiston, Montgomery, Williams, and Thompson wide receivers. They have a lot of offensive weapons, and they like to throw the football. This is primarily an air-driven offense. Graham on 1st down with a world of time. Fires has a man crossing route caught at midfield and out of bounds. 1st down in Green Hill territory. That is Keyshawn Williams, his 53rd reception of the season and a gain of 20 yards.
Yeah, Green Hill's going to have to find a way to get a little bit of pressure onto Graham, because if he has that much time for the majority of the game tonight, he will pick them apart.
Boy, he stood back there and just posed and waited for that long crossing route. So in Green Hill territory, 1st down at the 49. Graham in the shotgun. Hands off, tailback running left. That's Taylor. Not a lot of room, but he's going to get something out of it. Got about 4 yards. Didn't look like there was going to be much there at all, but he got 4 yards before the tackle was made on the play, and I believe that was Cruz with the tackle.
Just kept the legs moving, good pad level, and was able to get 3 or 4 yards. That I didn't think he was going to get either.
Green Hill again, a 3-4 defense. That's primarily what we see now in high school football here in the state of Tennessee.
It's just easier if you've got good athletes. You just move them in those linebacker positions and let them go.
2nd down and 6. Ball at the Green Hill 45-yard line. 9:40 left in the opening half. Quick swing pass to the far side. Catch is made to the 40. Still on his feet. 35, 30, and then a little step out of bounds. Reception by Brock Montgomery. His 59th catch of the year, but there is a penalty flag down. Boy, that is tough to defend, Jonathan. They've got guys, you get them the little quick pass in the slot or a little swing, and they then let them get the yak on their own.
Yeah, and they've got the quarterback that can get the ball out to the flats, so they want to use their athletes to, as they pick up the flag, there's no penalty on the play. They want to get those athletes out there in the wide positions and let them rip.
So the game takes it to the 30-yard line. Riverdale in Green Hill territory at the 30. 1st and 10. 3 split left, 1 to the right. Tailback standing to the right shoulder of the quarterback, Graham. Graham to throw. Is going to send it toward the middle, and it's overthrown. He was looking for Ben Woodruff, the senior, and he had a step, but it was just overthrown.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think both these quarterbacks tonight feeling a little bit of the playoff pressure. His receiver was open. It was by a step. Wasn't bad defense, but you were going to have to hit him right on the spot, on the go, and just let him a little too far.
So 2nd down and 10 for Graham. That's his first miss of the night. 2 for 3 for 36 yards. Bearman's going to be busy tonight with this Riverdale offense. They're going to spread it around. They have a lot of weapons, and they like to use them. Hand off to Taylor over the right side of that line. He's going to get 2, maybe 3 before he stood up by the far side of that Green Hill defensive front.
DJ Taylor.
And what I like about Green Hill is they played a physical team last week in Mount Juliet, a team that was bigger than them, and they had no problem going and smacking them in the mouth. They weren't intimidated. They're not intimidated coming in tonight either.
Taylor comes into the game 412 yards rushing, averaging 8 yards per carry. But he got 3 on that. Brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Warriors from the Green Hill 27-yard line. Shotgun formation for Graham. The Mr. Football semifinals looks, fires, intercepted. It's picked. This could be a pick 6. 40, midfield, down the near sideline, 40, 30. Got one man to beat at the 15, at the 10. Cuts back into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Hill. Interception by Will Milner, 76 yards on the pick 6.
He got it and then needed a little bit of help with a block downfield near the goal line. Got it, was able to put it into the end zone. The receivers were all, the defenders were all playing back. They were back around where the first down would have been, and then he just went and picked that right off, sat there and got it and scored it.
Only the 3rd interception thrown this season by Graham, but it's a pick 6 and results in the first points of the night for the Hawks of Green Hill. Now they're going to do the muddle huddle look as they're going to send the vast majority of the line over to the left side. You have a center and a kicker and a holder, and now they'll come back and line up. Well, people see that and they say, why are they doing that? Well, if you get a certain look, then you go ahead and snap it and try to get the 2-point conversion. So Chandler on for the extra point. Caden Chandler is a sophomore. And his kick is up, and it is good. He is 40 for 40 in points after on the season. So Green Hill strikes first. 8:28 left in the opening quarter. Green Hill 7, Riverdale nothing on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators who display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Green Hill with a pick 6. They score early. They lead Riverdale 7-0 here in Murfreesboro. Joe Fisher, Jonathan Schaefer, Adam Johnson, Todd Berry with you. Jonathan just back from Steeler country.
In the city of Pittsburgh last night to watch the Titans and the Steelers perform on the banks of the Monongahela River up there.
The Monongahela, the Allegheny, and the Ohio.
That is correct. The Allegheny and Monongahela make the Ohio.
Here endeth the lesson.
The North Shore, as they call it up there.
That's right.
It's actually the banks of the Allegheny. It was a late night.
Chandler to kick it away for Green Hill. And they try an onside kick. It did not go 10 yards. They scramble for it at about the 48-yard line. So Green Hill kind of going for it early. Josh Crouch saying, let's see if we can jump them. But Riverdale came up with the recovery. As we said, it didn't go 10 yards anyway.
Did it last week. They did it last week against Mount Juliet. They're not afraid to take risks, especially with the special teams game. So they were trying to steal a possession out of there. Right now for Green Hill to be up 7-0, you've come down and hit Riverdale in the mouth. How are they going to respond? We'll see here in this drive.
Well, the negative to that is Riverdale gets the ball in Green Hill territory at the 48. So let's see how the Warriors respond.
That's why it's always a risk.
First down from the Green Hill 48-yard line. Swing pass far side, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands as he was looking for Jalen Thompson, the senior. Not the easiest pass to catch, Jonathan. Kind of got to turn your head real quick, and the ball was right on him. He could not hang on.
And then he just peeked a little bit upfield and wasn't able to secure the ball. So we've seen that on both teams tonight. Just got to secure the ball, follow it the whole way in, and the quarterbacks have been throwing it with a little bit of extra oomph too.
Leading tackler for Green Hill is Carlos Owens. He is a senior linebacker. He has forced 6 fumbles this season. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Handoff to Taylor, bounces it to the right. Going to be swallowed up at about the 45 after a 3-yard gain. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And Riverdale in a position right now they don't want to be in, which is working behind the chains.
You mentioned Green Hill last week played a Mount Juliet team that was bigger. They face a Riverdale team that is bigger as well, but that has not seemed to bother the Hawks so far.
Not at all. They are not intimidated.
3rd and 7 from the Hawks 45. In the shotgun, Graham, early movement, I believe Riverdale, the left tackle, Briar Wilhite, jumped a little bit early. Now the defense moved too, and they may call offsides on the defense. Let's see. They are going to say that it was the far side of the Green Hill line that moved first. I think they both made a move. It was Green Hill that moved a little earlier.
It's now 3rd and 2.
That's big. Instead of 3rd and 12, now it's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, what we couldn't tell is if that defender crossed into the neutral zone in order to trigger the flag, and apparently he did.
So 3rd and 2 for the Warriors from the Green Hill 40. Still in the shotgun, Graham. Fires far side, caught. First down and down the sidelines, wrapped up at the 25-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down for the Warriors on the reception, and I believe that is Brock Montgomery with a 15-yard catch.
Boy, Green Hill's defense is going ball hawking. That time they tried to jump the route underneath once again, doing it against one of the better quarterbacks here in Middle Tennessee, so they're taking some risks defensively too.
60 catches from Montgomery on the season. He's over 1,000 yards, in fact, approaching 1,100 yards on the year. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Green Hill leading 7-0, 7:10 to go opening quarter in this first-round playoff contest. Handoff up the middle, absolutely nothing. Boy, the middle of that Green Hill line was right there to snuff that out for no gain, maybe even a loss on the play. Cruz was there in the middle to start that.
Taylor on the run.
And I believe Jackson Turner there as well, and no gain on the play, maybe a loss of a yard.
Yeah, they're going to take Taylor out, bring another receiver in Jalen Thompson.
Thompson, 15 catches on the year coming in. They spread it around, as we said. Montgomery came in with 58 catches. Williams, 52. Thompson, 15. Taylor with 10. Vanderbilt with 20. 2nd and 11. Empty backfield. In the shotgun, Graham. Rush coming. Fires far side, wide open, caught. 25-20, breaks a tackle, 15. To the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Riverdale. Just a quick pass to Jalen Thompson. He made one man miss, and he was gone.
It was interesting because they had him in a running back position at the right hip of Graham and then just sent him out to the flat. You could almost anticipate that's what they were going to go out and do. Once he got that ball, though, he took off, had no trouble getting into the end zone. A simple play, but a well-executed play by Riverdale.
36th touchdown pass of the season for Braden Graham. 3rd touchdown catch for Thompson. And the extra point is up, and it is no good. That's very unusual. Armand, 45 of 47 in points after. I don't know if the snap was rugged or whatever, but he did not hit that well at all.
He caught that a little fat, that's for sure, and wasn't able to get it anywhere close, really, to the crossbar.
Well, we will see if the extra point factors into this. 7-6 Green Hill leads with 6:09 left in the opening quarter on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Jackson Boone Racing. The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series Championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jackson Boone Racing. A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old. Jackson Boone Racing. Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front. Jackson Boone Racing.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Well, you want to be sure and tune in tomorrow at 8 o'clock, Prep Football Talk. Greg Poe, Coach Bubba Spears, talking high school playoffs and the opening round and getting you set for those that will survive and advance. 7-6 Green Hill with the lead and about to get the football as Armand puts it into the air. It's a line drive. Picked up at the shoe tops at the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25 to about the 28-yard line. That was not an easy reception. He picked that up off his shoe tops on a line drive and made a 20-yard return, so Green Hill will start first down from there.
Yeah, they've had two pretty good returns off of kickoffs. And last week for Green Hill, field position was a big deal for them. They were able to get a couple of Mount Juliet turnovers and then Mount Juliet penalties. Green Hill was able to own the field position. Right now, just pretty average so far.
Coming into this game, Nick Owens, their leading rusher, 373 yards. They spread it around. Schote, 252. Duffy, 220. And they will hand it off on first down across the 30 out to about the 32-yard line. So a gain of maybe 4 yards on first down, and Green Hill's going to go without a huddle.
As Mike Heimerdinger used to say with the Titans, sometimes you make the call and go where they ain't. And that time Riverdale went to the right side. Green Hill went to the left and was able to get a pretty nice gain on first down.
Second and 7.
Owens is the tailback on 2nd down and 7. Now he goes in motion, empty backfield. They will swing it to Owens on the left side, and he goes down immediately. That ball may have been tipped as the pass was thrown to the left. He made the catch and just realized he had nowhere to go and just went down.
Had to make an adjustment. He had to come back with the ball being tipped to make the catch, and pretty much blew a tire there on the far sideline. But in that case, just secure the ball and go down.
Burrows, 1,873 yards passing, 22 touchdowns on the season coming into this game, facing a 3rd down and 7. Empty backfield once again. Quarterback draw. Burrows to the 35, lowers a shoulder, first down across the 40 to the 41. That's an element that is a big part of this offense, as Burrows has rushed this season for over 400 yards.
That's about as good of a time to call it as any, because you're third, intermediate, third, and long. You've got a guy that can run it. I still think they can have him run the football more out of the spread look.
On first down, he's going to keep it again. He's going to bounce it out to the left, hit it to 45, breaks a tackle, still in his feet out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Burrows is 6'3", 175, strong runner, broke the first tackle, got about 3 or 4 yards after that, so it's 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, that was a read option that time where he kept it, and I'm glad they took my advice and had him run the next one.
Green Hill going without a huddle. But they line up and then they look to the sideline to confirm their call. Burrows in the shotgun, looking to throw. Rush coming, flushed, rolling left, he's going to be sacked. Going to be sacked back at the 45-yard line. Outstanding pursuit there for Riverdale. As Morris with the sack drops him back to the 44 and brings up 3rd down.
I don't think he had a clean passing lane anywhere. He had a receiver open that came open from the slot, went over to the far side, right around the first down marker, but didn't have enough time to get the ball out to him. A good job by Riverdale.
So it drops it back. Green Hill 1 for 2 on 3rd down so far tonight. This is a 3rd down and 7 from the 44. Empty backfield. Flushed, rolling right, being chased. Burrows still being chased. He's hammered. That ball is loose. It's loose at the 35. They scramble for it. I believe Green Hill got it back at the 32. Burrows eluded the first man defensively, then got hammered, and that ball came loose, and Green Hill fortunate to get the ball back at the 32.
I have no idea how they got the ball back, but they did, and that time with Burrows trying to make a play, kept the play alive, kept scrambling. One of the situations where you're just better off getting rid of the football, especially when you're in a 3rd and long situation.
Montgomery goes back deep to receive the punt. Duffy to punt, standing inside the 20 for Green Hill. So Riverdale with a little momentum right now. They had the score, although they missed the extra point and trail 7-6. But they get a defensive stop. Should get good field position. Duffy's punt is away. And it will take a Green Hill roll and will die at about the 46-yard line of Riverdale. So the Warriors will have good field position where they will start 1st and 10 after the punt from Duffy that was for 22 yards.
Yeah, good field position, but recovering that fumble allowed them to at least get 20 yards further down the field because they were able to punt it away. So that's the lone bright spot in that exchange for Green Hill.
So now Riverdale will start 1st down from their own 46-yard line. 2:37 left in the opening quarter. Green Hill 7 and Riverdale 6. Opening round of the Class 6A TSSAA state playoffs. And I believe there was a penalty assessed. They're walking off 5 yards, so that will walk it into Green Hill territory at the 49. I did not see an indication of what the penalty was.
I didn't either.
A 5-yard penalty Brings the ball to the Warriors.
I neither did the PA announcer.
Nope.
He just said 5 yards. He didn't know either.
And that's accurate. So that's so first down for Riverdale from the Green Hill 49. Boy, I would if I'm Will Kreisky, I'm tempted to go long here. Just see if you can dial one up, get a quick strike. Got big wide receivers out on each side. Shotgun formation for Graham. Looking to throw on first down. He's got plenty of time. Now eases to his right toward the sideline, being chased and being sacked. Had plenty of time, but got chased down on the far side and run down by Green Hill. That was Braden Flacco with his 3.5 sacks on the season.
Well, and he had a big game last week against Mount Juliet. That was a coverage sack. There was nobody open downfield. And again, another situation where maybe you just go and throw the ball away. Instead, they end up taking the sack. And again, they are way behind the chains to start this drive.
Yep, loss of 5. So second down and 15. 2 receivers left, 2 right, shotgun formation, empty backfield. They try the little quick jet screen. It's caught and breaking a tackle to the 50 and now to the 46-yard line on the reception by Keyshawn Williams, the senior. So they got the penalty yardage back and a little bit more, and that's going to bring up third down and a long 7, and Riverdale's going to go without a huddle. From the gun. Now after the lineup, they look to the sideline. Taylor is the tailback. He moves to the right shoulder of the quarterback, Graham. 3 wide left, 1 right. On 3rd and 7. Rush coming. Graham over the middle. Pass is caught. Taylor with a great catch. Breaks 2 tackles. Still on his feet. Inside the 30 to the 25. And a first down for Riverdale. They tried to jump that route. Jonathan just missed. And Taylor broke 2 tackles and a great gain of 20 yards.
I mentioned how well they tackled last week. Now on back-to-back plays, Riverdale able to break away at least from the initial defender. Able to break a second tackle that time. You can't have Riverdale get going downhill with their type of speed.
So Taylor with the reception. That's his 11th catch of the year. 1st and 10 Warriors from the Green Hill 24. Handoff, Taylor tries to bounce it out to the left. Now it's going to turn up into traffic and go nowhere. Boy, good defense by the Hawks. They had that smelled out. Led by Cale Burrows, the defensive end, the senior.
DJ Taylor on the run.
Maybe a yard positive, second down and 9.
And Riverdale hasn't really been able to establish a run yet. Green Hill's done a nice job, especially with their linebacking core, to keep them, for the most part, hemmed in.
30 seconds left in this first quarter. Green Hill leading Riverdale 7-6. Warriors on second down and 9 from the Hawks' 24-yard line. Handoff, Taylor up the middle. He's going to push it inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Nice push right up the gut. It'll bring up 3rd and short as we get ready to start the second quarter. That'll be the final play of quarter number 1.
That was a nice gain considering there really wasn't much there. He had to make a whole lot of something out of a whole lot of nothing. Was able to do it 3rd and short.
Taylor, 6'1", 188, a junior, rushing for 412 yards on the season coming into the game. 1 quarter in the books. Pretty much what we expected. Green Hill 7, Riverdale 6 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Thank you very much, John Young. Green Hill 7, Riverdale 6, Green Hill 7 yards rushing, no yards passing. You ask, they're leading. That's because they had a pick 6 for the touchdown for their score. Riverdale 14 yards rushing, 84 yards passing. That's no surprise. They like to throw the football. They do a little toss on first down, and that's going to go nowhere on third down, as a matter of fact, 3rd and 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down decision now for Will Kreisky. They tried that little quick touch pass, that tap pass to Keyshawn Williams, and he went nowhere. So they're going to bring in a couple of other receivers. Thompson comes in. Vanderbilt comes in. Vanderbilt was the one who caught the 2-point conversion in the win over Oakland.
It was Thompson that scored the most recent touchdown for Riverdale. He came in, immediately scored the touchdown on the play, trying to make it 2 in a row.
Armand has the leg for this distance, but they're going to go for it on 4th and 2 anyway. Graham to throw. Steps up, throws toward the end zone, incomplete. Riverdale looking for a flag. I don't believe it's going to be forthcoming.
There was nobody open.
Nope. So they gamble and come up snake eyes on that one, and Green Hill will take over on downs.
Yeah, you look at the yardage that Riverdale's been able to gain, but Green Hill, I think they've done a pretty good job defensively. Obviously, they got the 7 points on the pick 6, and Green Hill just, when you're the underdog and you're on the road, you want to just keep hanging in there, keep hanging in there. It's only the second quarter, but they're doing a good job of it.
You know, Green Hill last week in a situation where they knew if they won, they would get into the playoffs. If they lost, they could still find a way in, but it was going to take some help. They took care of business on their own. First down in the shotgun, handoff, tailback, right up the gut, big hole. Across the 25 to about the 26, that's Ethan Schote, the senior. Had a really good game last week, 62 yards rushing against Mount Juliet. He was a nice change of pace between he and Owens. They did a lot of the dirty work in the backfield.
Green Hill may have been anticipating going to Oakland and not Riverdale when their game ended last week.
Second down and a long one for the Hawks. In the shotgun. They'll hand it off again, right side, first down to about the 30. And Schote will get the carry there again.
Yeah, and you like to see them work Nick Owens back in there too. They've got a nice little platoon of running backs.
So Green Hill from the 30. Schote stays in at tailback. Burrows, remember, good with the arm, but good with the legs as well. He is dangerous. We've seen him on the quarterback draw a couple of times already tonight. Fires quick pass, and it's caught. Oh, they tried to jump the route and missed it. Catch was made by Dallas Jackson. Boy, the defensive back, I believe that was Jalen Thompson. I think he saw the end zone in his future, but just could not come up with the football.
Well, he wears number 3, not number 2 like Deion Sanders did for Florida State. I had a Deion Sanders moment there for a second.
Handoff to the tailback. Owens will try the right side. He'll get the 44-yard line, so a gain of 4. That's one of those plays, Jonathan. You could just see it like it was in slow motion. Oh, he's going to pick that off, and he just couldn't get it.
Yeah, just a little bit of zip on the ball, got it past him.
So Burrows 2 of 4 passing for 9 yards so far. They will take the ball downfield. We saw that last week. Pistol formation this time for the Hawks. On 2nd and 6, play action fake. Burrows rolls right, fires to the sideline. Pass is caught. That will be a first down and out of bounds for Green Hill.
That's another thing you can do with Burrows. You can go ahead and run a boot with him. You can get him out of the pocket, get him moving. He's a pretty accurate passer. That was a nice play by Green Hill as they're able to get a first down, and now they've got a drive going.
Braden Jones, the senior, with his first reception of the night. 32 catches on the year. First down from the Riverdale 45. Jet sweep handoff to Jackson. Jackson cuts it back. He'll get the 42-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on the play before Montgomery makes the tackle for the Warriors.
We got 3 because he cut back. Otherwise, that would have been a tackle for loss coming up.
Jackson was a guy big last week. Had a big game, couple of big catches. 4 catches, 47 yards, and a touchdown against Mount Juliet.
But again, both in the running game and the passing game, they're getting the ball to a lot of different players.
Second down and 6 for the Hawks. Riverdale showing blitz. Well, the linebacker came and he threw the brakes on right at the line of scrimmage. The snap didn't come, so he stopped. Let's see if he's going to come again. And He will on a run blitz, and it's a good call because that's going to stop him for no gain on the play. Had a bit of a run blitz right there, got into the middle of that. Odie, along with JoJo Smith, the middle linebacker.
Owens on the run.
Well, the term when you have a run blitz, gap integrity, and he was able to keep good gap integrity that time. He stayed where he needed to be, and a good job that time by Riverdale to shut that run down.
3rd and a long, 7 now for Green Hill. They're 1 for 3 on 3rd down tonight. Leading 7-6, the Hawks leading Riverdale. 8:25 to go in the first half from Murfreesboro. Shotgun formation. Burrows gives. Owens took the handoff, got a couple of yards. They sort of tussled between the two of them. I think Burrows wanted it back. Owens took it. As a result, only 2 yards, and I believe that may be Owens that is down.
It's not Owens.
Oh, it's not. It's a Green Hill player. Laying at the 40-yard line. So it appears to be one of the offensive linemen that's down, but we'll wait to see. Let's take a break while they're going to tend to him. We'll come back in a moment. It'll be 4th down for Green Hill. 8:09 left in the first half. 7-6 Green Hill leads Riverdale on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Gavin Euler was the injured player for Green Hill, an offensive lineman. He came off the field on his own power. The punt by Green Hill on 4th down is going to be down at about the 9-yard line, so very effective punt there by the Hawks, and Riverdale will start 1st down from their own 9 after a punt of 32 yards.
1st and 10 Warriors.
And Green Hill able to dominate field position last week and able to flip the field this time to where Riverdale is going to have a long march if they're scored a touchdown.
Braden Graham announced earlier this week, semifinalists for Mr. Football in Class 6A, and why not? 2,700 yards passing, 36 touchdowns now, and 3 interceptions. 7 for 11 on the night for 104 yards.
It's only 12-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
It's not
no
too
big
bad.
deal.
Yeah. That's a pretty good quarterback rating. Handoff up the middle, big hole, but a nice shoestring tackle at the 15. Taylor with the carry is going to get about 6 yards on 1st down.
I know they're predominantly a passing team, but I think if they can keep chipping away with the run, they might have a chance to bounce one coming up in the second half, just kind of wear Green Hill down a little bit.
Again, Taylor averaging about 8 yards per carry on the season. He has 5 touchdown runs. 2nd down and 4 for the Warriors from the Green Hill 14-yard line. Graham in the shotgun, looking to throw. Fires long, coming down the near sideline, looking for Montgomery. Montgomery's got it, and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Brock Montgomery, the senior, with the reception. That was dropped right in the breadbasket. A beautiful pass by Graham.
Absolutely. We saw Will Levis do it a couple of times last week for the Titans. Same situation, able to throw his receiver open. The defender didn't do too bad of a job. He was reflective, which means he was reacting to the eyes and the hands and the head of the receiver, but that ball was just delivered on a dime.
41 yards on the pass. Swing pass caught, and a 1st down for Riverdale inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line, and that pass caught by Ben Woodruff, the senior. Boy, a Green Hill player almost got a hand on that in the pass but could not.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive jumping routes. Both teams have. Green Hill's been able to score a touchdown out of it.
So a quick 1st down for the Warriors. 1st down from the Green Hill 33-yard line. Looking to throw again. Graham down the far sideline, has a man, caught! Touchdown, Riverdale! Beautiful pass and the catch by Keyshawn Williams, 33 yards, and Riverdale takes the lead.
When you have a quarterback that good, you use him. And 2 times in this drive, he was able to throw his receivers open. The receivers recovered 10 to 15 yards downfield, put the ball exactly where it needed to be. The receivers were able to battle and get there. Unlike last week when the Green Hill receivers out-dueled Mount Juliet, it's the other way around tonight. Touchdown for the Warriors.
Touchdown pass number 37 for Graham on the season. This extra point for Riverdale is up, and it is no good. They have missed both extra points tonight. Armand was 45 for 47 on extra points coming into the night. He is 0 for 2 tonight. But the Warriors lead 12-7, 6:28 to go in the first half on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators who display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit jodyjonesdds.com or call 615-259-5100.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Well, we saw a little bit of what made Braden Graham a Mr. Football semifinalist. A couple of beautiful passes on that drive. The last one, the touchdown pass to Keyshawn Williams, his 14th touchdown reception of the season. The extra point, no good, so Riverdale leads Green Hill 12-7.
Riverdale wanted to use their speed tonight. They've been able to do it on both touchdowns.
So Green Hill ready to receive the kickoff as the Hawks will move right to left. Kickoff is going to bounce at the 10, fielded on one hop there, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, close to the 30-yard line. Green Hill will start with decent field position. 1st and 10 from that point at the return of 21 yards.
Green Hill now is going to have to respond. Yep. They had the lead 7-0. Now Riverdale's been able to score 12 in a row, and Green Hill's been able to get a couple of first downs on these drives, but they've been stalling out. So see how they'll respond to their first adversity of the game.
Burrows 3 of 5 passing for 21 yards. Leading rusher is Schote, 2 carries, 13 yards. So they haven't gotten a lot done offensively so far. 3 wide to the left for the Hawks on 1st down. They'll swing it to Jackson to the 35. Boy, he was hammered. That ball comes loose. It's recovered by Riverdale at the 38-yard line. A big-time hit. Jackson was separated from the football. And number 42 for Riverdale, Anthony Gunn, comes up with it. And Riverdale will take over.
Beautiful hit. Clean hit. The receiver was extended trying to get the 1st down, and that ball popped out in a hurry. And Green Hill has now twice put the ball on the turf. Riverdale was able to recover it this time, and now they've got the big Mo on their side trying to score again.
You got to wonder if they try to attack right off the bat here. Great field position from the Green Hill 38. 1st down and 10 for the Warriors.
Defenders are playing 10 yards off the receivers in the flats.
And Graham looking to throw. Steps up, going to run. He's going to be tackled. There's a penalty flag down behind the play, most likely a hold on Riverdale. Tackle made at the line of scrimmage, but that's most likely going to be a hold on the Warriors, and it is.
Yeah, where that flag was thrown, that's vast majority of the time a holding call. And I don't think that was a planned run. I think he looked downfield. He didn't have anybody, saw a crease, and went for it.
So the decision now for Green Hill, it could be 2nd and 10, or do you take the penalty, and they're going to take the penalty and walk it back the 10 yards and make it 1st and 20. So to walk it back to the 48-yard line of the Hawks. Haven't been a lot of penalties so far tonight, and I shouldn't have said that because that will change everything. First penalty on Riverdale tonight. 2 penalties on Green Hill.
There were plenty in Pittsburgh last night, let me tell you.
Yes, there were. Taylor is the tailback. He'll stand to the right shoulder of the quarterback, Graham, in the shotgun on 1st and 20. Graham fires far side, pass caught. Inside the 40, still on his feet to the 35, still going to the 30, dragging a defender across the 1st down line to the 26-yard line. Keyshawn Williams with tremendous individual effort, 22 yards in the first down.
Dragging defenders downfield. That time it looked like they were just running 4 streaks, but he broke off a square out to the sideline, got it to him, and then he went downfield.
Quick handoff to Taylor, tries the right, big hole, 20, 15 to the 10, still on his feet to the 5, inside the 5 to the 4, first and goal Warriors. I know they like to throw the football, but Jonathan, you said it, Taylor is having a lot of success running the football. That was a carry of 23 yards.
A real good time to call that too, considering how much they've been throwing the ball.
I think he might get it again, and he does, and he goes right up the gut toward the goal line, and he is in. Touchdown Riverdale. Not a lot of magic to that. Just line up and hand it off to Taylor, going behind that big offensive line, and the Warriors cash in on the Green Hill turnover.
And, Joe, you can feel it. The game has shifted now. They were able to get that turnover, immediately punching into the end zone. Got momentum on their side. They've scored now 18 unanswered.
Now the problem they've had so far is the points after. 0 for 2 so far tonight on a kicker that's been very good all year long, Khalil Armand, who was 45 of 47 in extra points on the season. This one is hit much better, and that one is good. So they finally get one through the uprights. 5:11 left in the half. New score, Riverdale 19, Green Hill 7 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Jackson Boone Racing. The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series Championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jackson Boone Racing. A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old. Jackson Boone Racing. Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front. Jackson Boone Racing.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
We're so appreciative to our sponsors, Jody Jones Dentistry, Jackson Boone Racing, who brings us our Player of the Week, the Omni Nashville Hotel, our good friend Todd Rodemel and Company, Strike and Spare, our post-game show sponsor, and then the Southern Trophy House, who provides the plaque that is given to our Player of the Game.
You know what I say every time you say Omni Hotel? Biscuits.
Biscuits. Biscuits. It's a good call. Kickoff is in the air. It'll be fielded at about the 4-yard line, dropped, picked up at the 6, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, maybe the 22-yard line. So Green Hill will start first down from the 22, and they need something good to happen after that 18-yard run because, as you said, they jumped out to that 7-0 lead on the pick 6, but since then, all the momentum is now on the Warriors side.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get anything going offensively, and then the one thing that they couldn't do, because Green Hill coming in tonight, we knew they'd have to play an A game and not have too many mistakes at all, but that was just a great play by Riverdale, forcing the ball out, recovering it, punching it into the end zone. Now Green Hill, again, they just got to get a good drive together.
First down, pistol formation. Handoff to the tailback. Choate trying the left side. He's going to get maybe 2 or 3 across the 25 to the 26.
Choate's not big, but he runs big. He runs with a lot of authority. It's impressive to see him in the backfield because he's about, 3/4 of the size of his quarterback, but they hand it off to him, and he runs with power.
Choate 5'9", 165, the listing. Pistol formation again on 2nd down and 6. Play action fake. Burrows rolls left, fires to the sideline. That pass, I believe, is caught. That is Mattingly with his first reception of the night. Out of bounds at the 37. That'll be a first down.
They need to do it more often. They've had success with it so far with Burrows, and he's good on his legs. They were able to do it earlier to the right side, that time to the left side. Establish enough of the running game to where they can go play action and run those boots to each side.
First catch for Mattingly, first down. Handoff to Choate, bounces it out, 40, 45, 47-yard line, close to a first down. I believe it's going to be enough for a first down, and they will move the chains.
There was a little bit of a face mask in there, but it was so quick that the official didn't see it, which I understand in real time.
Choate's going to come out of the game now. Owens checks back in at tailback.
And again, it's a good luxury for them. They're both good running backs.
First down from their own 47-yard line, trailing 19-7. Quarterback keeper by Burrows, tries to bounce it outside, gets to midfield, still on his feet. 45, close to a first down. I believe he's got it to the 42-yard line.
That was a man run that time. Wow. Able to break 4 or 5 different tackles. He was getting hit there in the quads and still just moving forward.
And down on the field for Riverdale, I believe, is number 4. That's Keyshawn Williams.
And I think for Green Hill to have success offensively, that's what they're going to have to do. Burrows is going to have to run the ball maybe even more than they want him to, but he's got the ability to do it and definitely the power.
Williams was kind of working that right leg, but he has hopped up and come off on his own.
On the field.
So timeout on the field now with 3:38 left in the half. 19-7 Riverdale on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
After the timeout, it was a quick one. Green Hill runs a double reverse flea flicker. They flip it back to the quarterback, who fires to a wide open Mattingly for a 42-yard touchdown. And Green Hill just like that right back in it. Chandler on for the extra point. Low snap. That was a nice job by the holder. The kick, though, is no good. He had to try to pick it up off the ground. And Chandler, that's the first point after miss this season by Caden Chandler. So with 3:20 left in the half, Riverdale leads 19-13. A little razzle-dazzle by Green Hill, and Mattingly was wide open.
That's what I've been impressed about, having seen Green Hill in back-to-back weeks now. When it comes to this team, Josh Crouch, they're going to go for it. They're going to pull every trick out of the bag. They'll do it on special teams. They did it there with the double reverse going to the flea flicker. Mattingly was wide open. He had all of Rutherford County available to him, and they were able to get him the ball, touchdown. And just like that, we mentioned how the game had shifted, and now Green Hill, doing what a good team does, just shifted it right back, down by only 6.
Yep, sorry we missed that when we took the timeout because we thought they did, but they made it a very short timeout, and Green Hill made the most of it. So now Riverdale will get the ball back with 3:20 left in this first half. Burrows 6 for 8, passing for 83 yards and a touchdown.
We don't have the red hat guy here in high school football.
No, we don't. Holding the little digital clock.
Yes.
That tells you how much time you have.
I've enjoyed that, by the way, over the years.
It's been very nice.
Yeah, nice touch.
When they show the press box, a lot of times they just point it toward the end zone. Nobody can see it. But that's
I used to joke around. That's when I knew Ronaldo was going to come into the game.
That's right. So now to kick off from the 40-yard line. Green Hill puts the ball into the air. Fielded by Riverdale at the 18 to the 20 to the 25, bouncing out 30, 35, 40 down the sideline. Has a blocker in front, 40. Great block. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Riverdale. Isaiah Verser with an 83-yard kickoff return. A tremendous block on the sideline that sprung him to pay dirt.
But they also got away with a block in the back, though. That was the on the run-up. They were about the 35-yard line. Block in the back, but hey, good for them. Didn't get called. Got it in the end zone. Great downfield blocking, able to bring it down on the near sideline. And Riverdale just immediately responded to Green Hill's razzle-dazzle with a little bit of razzle-dazzle on their own.
Wow, what the answer there for Verser. Verser is a backup tailback on this Riverdale squad. Took that one to the house. High snap. Armand gets this one up, and it is good. So just like that, the Warriors answer. 3:04 left in the half. 26-13 Riverdale on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Be sure to tune in Sunday morning, 8 to 10 o'clock, Sunday Morning Scramble with Coach Greg Tonjes and Super Bowl champion and Vanderbilt alum Corey Harris. That's one of those cool things. You always be called Super Bowl champion.
That's right.
It's like when you get elected to a Hall of Fame. Whatever it is, you're always a Hall of Famer.
And if you've been a coach once, you're always a coach for the rest of your life. I've learned that too. Bearman mentioned during the break, and he brought up a good point, when Verser got to that sideline and he hit that extra gear and he was gone, that's the element that Riverdale has that has made them so good all season.
Kickoff fielded by Green Hill at the 5 to the 10. To the left, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to about the 28-yard line. So once again, Green Hill will start there. They have all their timeouts remaining. 2:57 left in the half. Riverdale leading 26-13 after that 24-yard return.
I don't know if they have any more reverse flea flickers in their bag, but they're going to try to find something.
Well, that first one worked really well. Mattingly was totally wide open. He was 5 yards behind everybody.
As you mentioned earlier in the game, sometimes when you see the play happen, it looks like it's in slow motion. That one looked like it was in slow motion.
Burrows 6 for 8 passing, 83 yards. He's also rushed for 14 yards. Been sacked a couple of times tonight. And the Hawks will start with 3 receivers split wide to the left. Brief conversation here among the officials. I think they've got it all settled and about ready to go.
I thought it might be a sideline warning. Oh.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Green Hill.
It was right along the sideline. The official came
Somebody
in.
said something. It might have been about that block in the back that they didn't call.
It had to have been, as they say in soccer, descent from the Green Hill sideline, because it was the official on that far sideline who shut the play down and came over.
Well, that's a killer, too, because it's now 1st and 25. And it's walked all the way back. And if you're Riverdale, you probably consider using your timeouts to try to get the ball back if you can make a stop with some time left.
The ball moved back to the 13.
So they walk it all the way back to the 13-yard line. 1st and 25. 1st and 20, excuse me. 1st and 20 after the walk-off. Oh, it is 1st and 10. That was a dead ball, but they moved it back. 1st and 10. Thank you, Todd. Burrows, swing pass near side to Jackson. Jackson tries to get to the sideline, nowhere to go. Boy, good defense by Riverdale. That was Williams out there leading the charge. Had that well defended, maybe a yard on the play, and that's all.
It was a good initial block. It's just Riverdale just had a flood of players come over there. Very good pursuit and able to bring them down just a 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9.
Gain of 1, 2nd and
Clock
9.
is stopped with 2:49 left in the half. Riverdale did not have to utilize a timeout. Burrows with a blitz coming. Quarterback draw. Great call. Spins across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And now I believe that will be enough for a first down to move the chains. Actually, they mark it back to the 24, but it's still enough for a first down.
Burrows running the football's been their best offense.
Sufficient for a first down.
2 wide left, 1 right. 2 right, as a matter of fact. In the gun, Burrows. Quick pass, far side incomplete. Underthrew his intended receiver. Was looking out there for Braden Jones and threw it at his feet. Stops the clock with 2:25 left in the half.
Well, did the quarterback throw too early or the receiver go too far on the routes? And a little bit of miscommunication right there.
2nd and 10. Burrows 7 of 10 passing for 84 yards. Burrows is only a sophomore.
He's got a very good future.
Yes, he does. 2nd and 10 for the Hawks. 2 wide to each side. High snap. Handoff. Owens maybe a yard. That's about all. Actually, I believe that was.
I'd start calling timeouts if I'm Riverdale.
Gain of a yard on the play. That was Daniel, I believe, with the carry. Or is that Owens? Owens at 0. Yes, it's Owens. So it brings up 3rd down and 8. Clock continues to run. Inside 2 minutes left in the half. Empty backfield, shotgun. Burrows. Quick slant is broken up, almost intercepted. They are lucky to get that one back. JoJo Smith, the middle linebacker, almost had one gifted to him.
Well, he got a paw on it because that ball was behind him, and he was able to reach back and try to pull it in, but that actually stops the clock right there at 1:51, and they didn't use a timeout to stop the clock prior to the 3rd down, so Riverdale's going to have some time and most likely good field position.
Montgomery standing back at the Warriors' 40-yard line to receive the punt from Duffy. Duffy standing back inside the 15. Punt is away, high. Fair catch requested by Montgomery. He drifts back and makes it at about the 43-yard line. So Riverdale will have excellent field position. Actually, they're going to mark it at the 44. So a 31-yard punt. And now the Warriors, as you said, Jonathan, all of their timeouts available. 1:49 left. They've got a world of time left here in the half.
Especially with the quarterback and the weapons that they have with this offense. Up by 13 right now and get the ball to start the second half.
First down Warriors from their own 44-yard line. Graham at quarterback. In the shotgun, 3 wide left, 1 right. Graham takes the snap. Has time, now going to step up in the pocket. Now going to be flushed, now going to be dropped. At the line of scrimmage, I don't think it will be a sack. Burrows was there.
Actually giving him a yard.
Yep, they're going to give him a 1-yard gain on the play to the 45.
In on the tackle, number 19, Carlos.
Burrows there, Owens there. Owens is always there for Green Hill. 2nd and 9. Graham throws near side, a little sidearm pass, caught by Montgomery, steps out of bounds in Green Hill territory at about the 47. I believe he's about a yard shy of the first down, but stops the clock with 1:18 left.
And for Riverdale, again, 3 timeouts, plenty of time, and they play with tempo, so not an issue at all.
Remember, Taylor has been strong running the football tonight. Taylor, 9 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. He is the tailback. He'll stand to the left shoulder of Graham in the shotgun. 3 wide left, 1 right. 3rd down on a long one. Swing pass far side, caught. Bouncing outside, first down and much more. 40, 35, still on his feet inside the 30. Finally dragged out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Ben Woodruff, the senior, the quick swing pass, and then he did the rest of it on his own.
Again, just the speed and the strength of these receivers. Green Hill, great job tackling last week. But Riverdale's speed just too much for this Hawks defense.
19 yards on the reception. Graham now passing 13 of 17 for 239 yards in the first half. 1st and 10 Warriors. 1:07 left in the half. Ball at the Green Hill 25-yard line. Graham to throw. Now rush, breaks the tackle. Eases right. Underhanded pass is incomplete. That was very dangerous. He got rid of that ball, but in the area, he had a receiver in the area, and it falls incomplete as Vanderbilt was close enough to it, and timeout now taken by the Warriors. He shoveled that one underhanded while he was on his way down.
And a Green Hill defender was about a yard away that if he could have made that catch, he could have been running for a while because there was nobody around him on the near side.
Well, Green Hill scored. Their opening score was a pick 6 to make it 7-0. Then Riverdale made a run, made it 19-7 before Green Hill answered. And then the Warriors answered right back with Verser's kickoff return for a touchdown. And that's where we stand right now at 26-13 with 56 seconds left in the half.
You just heard some of the scores here, halftime scores. Smyrna up at the half over Independence. Also Mount Juliet is winning their game. Oakland winning their game as well.
West Carroll 6 at the half.
Some fans pay more attention than others. Good job by you to answer that question, Jonathan. Is this the first or the second quarter?
Bless his heart.
Yeah. Bless his heart. Second down and 10. After the timeout, Riverdale still with 2 timeouts remaining, so they've still got a world of time with 56 seconds left in the half.
Not used to kids being this chatty to the press box.
It's been entertaining tonight, hasn't it? Second and 10. 2 wide right, 1 left in the gun. Graham to throw. Being chased, rolling right, being chased, fires to the sideline. It is caught inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. The reception made there by number 6, Brock Montgomery. That'll be a gain of about 7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
And a really nice pass on that play because he was running to his right side, fired a bullet. A good job showing why Graham is a Mr. Football semifinalist.
Clock is running inside, 30 seconds left. Over the middle, pass caught inside the 5. Close to the goal line, he got in. Touchdown, Riverdale. Ben Woodruff, the quick pass, the slant over the middle. That's been open quite a bit tonight. Woodruff caught it in stride and took it to the house. And Riverdale cashes in before halftime.
I was a little surprised they hadn't called a timeout because that clock was running, but able to hit that slant over the middle. And now we're seeing why Graham is such an impressive player and has performed so well this year. His accuracy is very tough to beat.
3rd touchdown reception of the season for the senior Ben Woodruff. Armand on for the extra point after missing the first 2. He has tacked the rest of them on. Boy, and a big boost for the Warriors with 20 seconds left in the half. They extend their lead now to 33-13. And after the slow start, Graham has gotten the offense in gear, Jonathan. 15 for 20 passing, 264 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
So Riverdale, they've been able to assert their speed. They've been able to get to their game plan. Again, it was a great start for Green Hill. Had that pick 6, had some momentum, but we're just seeing the difference in these 2 teams right now, and especially when you have a very special quarterback like Riverdale has in Graham.
Do you want to mention that?
I do. The news has come out courtesy of News Channel 5 that Lipscomb Academy has decided to part ways with former Tennessee Titan Kevin Mawai, who had served as the school's head coach since February of this year. So 1 and done for Kevin Mawai with the Lipscomb Academy Mustangs.
Lipscomb Academy facing the ban on postseason play. They appealed. That appeal was shot down.
There's even rumors of an injunction possibly taking place, but they decided not to do that.
So Riverdale to kick off after building their lead here at home. Kickoff is fielded back at about the 2-yard line to the 10, to the 15, breaking a tackle to the 20, still in his feet to the 25. Nice return out to the 30-yard line where Green Hill will start first down with 10 seconds left in the half. And so you got 2 options here, I guess, Jonathan. One is take a knee and go to the house. The other is drop back and throw it as far as you can. That was a 30-yard return.
I just take a knee right now. No sense in risking a penalty and a possible return.
Tackled down by Thompson and Frost.
Mentioned Mawai being dismissed as the head coach of Lipscomb. Strange year in Division II. MBA with a down year. Brentwood Academy
yep.
with 1 win, but a 4 or 5-star quarterback for them, but only 1 win on the season.
And in the playoffs. I mean, they all get in, so
yeah.
You never know.
You don't.
I don't think I'd want to play them.
I wouldn't.
First down for Green Hill. 10 seconds left. Rush is coming. Burrows eludes it. Fires, almost intercepted, and it was. On the tip drill, it's picked off by the Warriors at the 40-yard line. Interception is hauled in for Riverdale, and I believe that was number 10 that brought it in. That was Joseph Guzman.
Intercepted by number 10, Joseph.
So now Riverdale, with 2 seconds left, gets 1 shot at the end zone.
That's the risky run.
First and 10.
I thought it might be a better idea to just go ahead and try to take a knee in that situation so you avoid what's going on right now, which the ball at the 40-yard line with a quarterback who has plenty of arm and weapons for Riverdale. So let's see if the Warriors can add to the scoreboard again going into the half when they get the ball to start the second half.
Turnovers obviously have been critical in this game. First down from the Green Hill 40-yard line. Graham in the shotgun. Woodruff in motion toward the formation. Rush is coming. Graham eases to his right. Now going to plant, send it toward the end zone. Throws it up for grabs. It's broken up and incomplete. Gave it a shot. Had a receiver down there battling for it, but it's knocked away. But after a slow start, the homestanding Warriors put on a run. And Riverdale leads at intermission by a score of 33-13, led by their Mr. Football candidate at quarterback, Graham, who has been outstanding.
No, he certainly has. And for Riverdale to have the slow start that they have to have 33 points on the board right now. And again, if they come back in the second half, and if they can score a touchdown to lead things off, it's going to be very tough for Green Hill.
I believe Will Kreisky is going to join us here very briefly on the sideline. Coach, little bit of a slow start, but what changed?
Yeah, we're playing sluggish. The kids are just finally settling down. I guess too high emotions from last week, and just come out a little flat. But they're a good group of seniors, and they're leading, and they're doing a great job.
Coach, your receivers have done a great job, yards after catch, getting open and really shutting off some blockers, some defenders. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Brock and Keyshawn and Jalen and Woodruff have done a great job finding space and getting open and getting some positive yards.
Did you fear a little of a hangover after last week?
Yeah, that's been my biggest fear all week.
Well, they bounced back.
Yeah, Coach, we got a whole nother half, and we got to settle down and play ball.
That's right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it very much. Will Kreisky, head coach for Riverdale, and fell behind 7-0, but since then, pretty much all Warriors. At halftime, 33-13 Riverdale. We'll come back in a moment on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Jackson Boone Racing.
The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Jackson Boone Racing.
A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Halftime from Murfreesboro. Riverdale leads Green Hill 33-13. This Class 6A first-round matchup in the playoffs. Joe Fisher along with Jonathan Schaefer here in the booth. Well, the stat that jumps off the page, Jonathan, of course, turnovers were a big factor in the first half. Riverdale 264 yards passing in the first half.
Yeah, and Riverdale's been able to assert their athleticism, especially yards after catch as the game has gone on. As Coach said there in the interview prior to going into the locker room, a little sluggish. They came out, had a very emotional game last week. I think even the crowd was a little sluggish from the game last week. But they've now found their stride. They're now executing, and I think Riverdale especially if they scored to start the second half. It really got things running.
Yeah, big chunk plays, too, through the air as well. 47 yards rushing, so Riverdale over 300 yards of offense in the first half with 12 first downs. Green Hill 65 yards on the ground, 84 yards through the air, so about 150 of total offense, which is not bad.
It's not bad
in the first half, but they have just been outclassed by the Riverdale offense. Graham, the Mr. Football semifinalist, 15 of 21 passing, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was intercepted early on, the pick 6 that gave Green Hill their first points of the night. Taylor, leading rusher, 9 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Leading receivers, Montgomery, 5 catches for 86. Williams, 5 catches for 83 and a touchdown. Also touchdown receptions by Thompson and Woodruff. That's the difference. They have multiple weapons on this Riverdale offense.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because when you have teams that go to the next level in the playoffs, it's usually because they can beat you any way you want to be beaten. They've got a ton of weapons out there on the field, so you can't cover them all the time, and they're finding a way to exploit them, especially with Graham at quarterback.
Green Hill 7 for 11 passing. Burrows for 84 yards. He was intercepted on that his last attempt on a ball that was tipped. Leading rusher is Burrows. Actually, Schote with 26 yards on 4 carries. Burrows 23 yards on 6. He was sacked twice. Leading receiver Mattingly, 2 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown on that double reverse flea flicker where he was wide open. But other than that, they haven't been able to find him.
And that's the thing. They just haven't been able to find Mattingly enough downfield, because he's a very good receiver with plenty of size. He was wide open on that flea flicker play. But that's where Riverdale, again, just a different class right now than Green Hill.
A lot of teams trying to survive and advance tonight. We'll go to the studio, and Q and Will will get you updated on everything going on in high school playoff action in the Mid-State. Here in Murfreesboro, Riverdale 33, Green Hill 13 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit jodyjonesdds.com or call 615-259-5100.
When you want down-home cooking, just head downtown. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel serves traditional Southern cooking, sourced fresh and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Southern smoked breakfast bowl or a Music City omelet. If you're looking for variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City or get your fill at the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Kitchen Notes dishes up lunch with traditional Southern tomato pie, country ham, and classic picnic ambrosia. Serving breakfast Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 10:30 and lunch is served 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Kitchen Notes doesn't forget the brunch crowd. Brunch at Kitchen Notes is every Friday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. featuring cast iron pancakes, made to order waffles and eggs, and ice cold carafes of mimosas. Enjoy farm to table Southern dishes made from treasured family recipes. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Jackson Boone Racing.
The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Jackson Boone Racing.
A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front.
Jackson Boone Racing.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling. The Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, here's your scoreboard update from the Strike and Spare Family Fun Center studio.
We are at the halfway point. WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week. They call it the new season. It's the postseason.
Yes, sir.
You're going to hear this cliche phrase all the time, and I wish it would come to a close. Survive in advance. But that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So whoever survives here tonight will advance until the second round of the TSSAA playoffs. We are in we are on the 6A level. That's where they say the big boys play. That's where the big dogs come out.
Yes,
Riverdale and Green Hill score at halftime. The Warriors up 33-13 over Green Hill, who scored first on a pick six to get things going. But Riverdale used a explosive second quarter. 27 points were scored in the second quarter. Green Hill would score on a multi-reverse play that resulted in a touchdown, which caused them to score 13 points. They would go on to miss the extra point in the second quarter. But every time, we looked up, we would hear, the voice of Joe Fisher saying touchdown, and at this point it was geared more towards Riverdale, because that's really when they kind of stepped it up in the second half. And you heard, we heard the Riverdale head coach talked about how they started off sloppy, but things started to really slow down for them, and they got into their offense, and they do what they do best, which is throw the ball all over the field. Braden Graham came into the game with well over 30 touchdown passes this season, tack on 3 more too, and I think that may put him in the 40 department.
Yeah, I think if I heard the stat right, he's 15 for 21 on tonight.
Yeah, very efficient.
And they came in initially, if you were listening in the first quarter, you're like, oh, we got a game now. And then all of a sudden, the second quarter happened, and they scored, I want to say like 18 unanswered points.
Exactly.
Green Hill came in and got their score, missed the extra point, and then Riverdale just came through trucking. Yet again, 264 passing yards, and that's just the first half of a high school game. 264 passing yards.
I mean, that doesn't. Now, when I say it doesn't sound exciting, I'm not taking away from the statistic.
Right.
But I think with the way the game has kind of gone more towards a passing first type of game now, when I hear 264 yards passing in the first half, I'm not surprised. I look at that team and say 9 times out of 10, they run a spread offense, and that's what they have at halftime.
They need to run more.
Yeah, I mean, the run does set up the pass. I know that's our little inside joke, but now everybody knows it. But it's not an inside joke anymore.
Right.
But you look at it, we've had Riverdale on, earlier this year, and they came out first play and scored a touchdown.
Green Hill did the same thing last week.
That they did. But then again, when you look at those two games, 2 one-sided victories. Green Hill coming in, only in their 4th year of existence.
Wow. And
have gone to the playoffs 3 times. And I like what Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer talked about when they said, sometimes when schools decide they want to start programs, you got to earn it.
Yeah.
You got to earn it. You know what I'm saying? But, with real estate development going on here in the state of Tennessee, it's not a earning it thing. It's just, you want to start the school here? Okay, you're in this area. Oh, by the way, you get whatever talent comes from the surrounding schools. Plus, we're going to have a neighborhood of about 220 homes.
Yeah.
And then, you get to pick from those guys too. If those addresses are within that school's conglomerate. It's just the world we live in now.
Now, real quick, before we get to the scores, I always ask you this question. And usually it is a lot more lopsided when I ask you this question. But if you're the Hawks, if you're Green Hill, what are you saying in the locker room? How do you come out second half?
I'm going to start with Green Hill. Keep doing what you're doing. Find a way to get your playmakers the ball. Cut the routes down.
Yeah.
High-low combinations. Come out running the football. Find a way to create a spark. If you're Riverdale, you don't take your foot off the gas. There's no point. There's no point. There's no point. Do not take your foot off the gas.
It's just like the end of the half where they were talking about, should they take a knee? Should they pass it? No. And of course, it ended bad for them.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You got Mark. You almost got Mark Cristobal, but but I mean, it is what it is. You know what's going to be so funny now? We'll get into the scores. I know we only have a few minutes before we have to send it back to the guys, but I'm sure they're okay with the break. Now that any time when any team on any level,
right,
does not need the ball in the fourth quarter and decides they want to Mark Cristobal themselves,
right?
I think he just created his own new phrase. You just Mark Cristobal. You know what I'm saying? So this should be pretty interesting. But hey, at least they didn't need the ball in the fourth quarter. They did in the second.
Yeah, you're right.
So you got 2 more quarters to, rehash that decision if you decide to do it again. Hopefully you make the right one. But hey, there's no need to critique these coaches. There are 2 really good coaches out there on the field doing some good things. Riverdale right now just showing to be the more powerful 6A school. Green Hill, albeit a new program, they're doing the best they can to stick with them, just not to their advantage right now. Halftime score 33-13. We are broadcasting live from the Strike and Spare Studios. Hey fans, if you got a son out there in the playoffs, call us 615-844-5600. You can also text that number if you don't feel like calling. Let us know what's going on out there. I mean, we have, scoreboard updates and all that good stuff in front of us, but we here at WNSR, we love our fans, we love our people. So, hey, call in 615-844-5600. And with all that being stated, it is time to go through some playoff scores. Webb 34, Evangelical Christian 7. That game is in the final stages. Smyrna, last score update I got up on Independent 16-0. Morristown 14, Hall 7. That game at the halfway point. Collinwood 30, McEwen yet to get on the board. I'm gonna just be bold and say it. One of my favorite schools out in Rutherford County. Eagleville 17, West Carroll 6, Huntington 42, Waverly Central nothing. That game at the halfway point. Nashville Christian 14, Providence Christian 7. Gibbs down to Northview right now 21-18. Lausanne doubling up. Battleground Academy, a team that has made a lot of improvements. That score 14-7 in favor of Lausanne. Liberty Creek, another up-and-coming school. This one down in Sumner County, 35-0 over Sycamore at halftime. Columbia Central 7, Centennial 6. That game at the halfway point. Call in, give us a score update on Nolensville, Tullahoma. Friendship Christian 42, Fayette Academy nothing. CPA 35, Christian Academy of Knoxville, also known as CAK, has not gotten on the board during their game. Cane Ridge, another surprising school, squeaked into the playoffs with a 2-8 record. They are now tied, my last score update, with Brentwood, all tied at 7. East Nashville 27-0 all over Cheatham County. Smith County 33, Forest has not gotten on the board. Oakland with a 14-point lead over Gallatin. And you know what Gallatin is getting, and I'm just going to say it because you know me, I say what's on the top of my head. Gallatin is getting a pissed off Oakland team. Yeah. Mount Juliet 14, Rockville 7. Stone Memorial down to Hickson 27-14. Cookeville with a 7-point lead over Siegel right now 21-14. That game almost 3/4 in the book. Union County dominating Westwood right now 48-0. Last update, that score is at halftime. Davidson Academy 22-7 over Chattanooga Christian. Pope John Paul, North Point Christian haven't gotten a score update. Pope John Paul traveling to the outskirts of Memphis, South Haven, Mississippi, to be exact. Hardin County 14, White House 10. At game in the third quarter. Southwind out of Memphis, Tennessee, up on Springfield High, 49-0. Franklin Road Academy 28, Silverdale Academy yet to get on the board. And our final score, Clarksville 10, Collierville 7 at game at halftime. We'll take it back to the guys, Joe and Jonathan on the other end. This is the WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week halftime show, broadcasting live from the Striking Spear Studios.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
We all know that Nashville life can get hectic. In the middle of all the madness that is life, don't forget to take care of yourself. Treat yourself to Nashville's ultimate relaxation experience at Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel. With services for men and women, Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel is your one-stop shop for full body treatment. Begin your experience in the exquisite relaxation room, then enjoy a full body treatment or even a couples massage before finishing in the salon. Located on the 4th floor of the Omni Nashville Hotel, Makara Spa is Nashville's highest quality self-care oasis. To book your experience or gain information on packages, call Makara Spa today at 615-761-3600. Again, 615-761-3600. Or log on to theomnihotel.com. And with every booking, you'll have free valet parking and rooftop pool access to enjoy the Music City skyline. And through Labor Day, enjoy the 4th floor spa terrace for only $20. Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athletes. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit jodyjonesdds.com or call 615-259-5100.
It's the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Jonathan Schaefer with color analysis. Now to the field for your second half coverage. Here's Joe Fisher.
Great to be with you from Murfreesboro. Riverdale leading Green Hill 33-13 as we get set for the third quarter in this Class 6A opening round matchup. Joe Fisher along with Jonathan Schaefer. Adam Johnson, our producer, engineer on site. Todd Berry, the Bearman, handling the stats for us tonight. Will and Q back in the studio as we keep you updated on everything going on in the opening night of high school football playoff action. And this one got off to a quick start for Green Hill, a pick six. Only the third interception of the year thrown by Mr. Football semifinalist Braden Graham. It led to a 7-0 Green Hill lead. But since then, it's pretty much been all Warriors, and Graham with a really good bounce back, Jonathan. After that mistake, he just came right back. He's got a lot of weapons to use, and he used them all.
Didn't phase him.
Nope.
Didn't phase him one bit. And, again, that was a nice play by Green Hill. They scouted it out, jumped the route, and they were trying to jump routes a lot, especially early in this game. What's interesting with Green Hill and their two touchdowns, a pick six and a flea flicker touchdown.
Right.
Both of them explosive plays for them, but Riverdale just showing their class now. And we were looking earlier during halftime, just possible matchups, because we can do that. We can go ahead and project, and you could see Oakland coming back here in a couple of weeks now in I believe a quarterfinal matchup.
Yep.
And that would be an extraordinary game. And 6A, especially Middle Tennessee, has a chance to be really competitive this season.
Yep, Oakland leading Gallatin, as we understand. Mount Juliet leading Rockvale from the scores that were given us. Smyrna Independence is a good one. You've got Brentwood down there against Cane Ridge. There are some really good mid-state teams. Don't forget Dixon County.
Yeah.
That's kind of down there, just kind of lurking.
They always hang around.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see after this week how the matchups develop. The winner of this game, according to the bracket, the winner of this game will get the winner of the Cookeville-Siegel game next week.
Well, and you mentioned Brentwood. We thought Brentwood would be good this year. We didn't see 10-0.
Didn't see 10-0. No,
and
you're right.
When they were in those games, those highly competitive games against big-time opponents, they found a way. So for Brentwood to have a 10-0 season, again, it's crazy. Brentwood goes 10-0, and you have Brentwood Academy going 1-9. And obviously that's public-private. It's a little bit different, but it's a great year so far for Brentwood. It will be a highly competitive 6A. And you look at the other classes, you've got Pearl Cone at 4A. I just don't see anybody stopping that team.
I would agree.
En route to a state championship appearance. So that should be outstanding. And actually, Middle Tennessee not quite as well represented in the smaller classes this year as they have been before. But the big guys, they are going to be dueling it out here in 5A, 6A, especially in Division II. And going to be another exciting season of playoff football and a year of extraordinary weather that we've had so far.
Oh, it's been tremendous.
Yeah. We haven't had a single rain out this year. Just a little.
That's going to kill us for next week, man.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry about that. But just other than the heat to begin things off, it's been excellent for the kids this season.
Riverdale's going to get the football to open the third quarter. It'll be interesting to see if Green Hill opts to kick deep to Verser. Verser's already taken one to the house.
Or if they try another onside kick.
Well, they tried that. That was an interesting move. They got the 7-0 lead. They tried the onside kick. It didn't work. It gave Riverdale great field position, and it's been pretty much all Warriors since then.
And it's on brand for them to take risks, but that was a moment where I went, boy, maybe you went to the well just a little bit early.
Chandler to kick it away for Green Hill. They'll move left to right as you listen here in the third quarter. They will kick it high. It's going to be fielded by Verser at about the 17 to the 20 to the 25. Ranges to his left, got a block to the 30. Tries to get to the sideline, now hemmed in. Nice open field tackle at about the 34. And that's by Jackson for Green Hill, a 17-yard return. So now Braden Graham will lead his troops. He is about, by my calculations, Jonathan, according to Todd Berry's sharp mechanical pencil here, 264 yards passing to go along with 2,713 yards. He's about 20 yards from 3,000 on the season passing.
That's remarkable to reach that level in what would be 11 games so far this season.
First down for the Warriors from their own 34-yard line. Graham will hand off to Taylor. Taylor weaves over right tackle to about the 38-yard line. Cruz there to make a tackle, and there's a Riverdale player down back at the 33-yard line.
DJ Taylor with the run.
That's one of the big guys up front that appears to be down. Taylor had a good first half carrying the football, 9 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. And the lineman that was injured is Alex Mesa, the right tackle, who comes off on his own. That's good to see.
It's always difficult when you're pulling one of the hog mollies up from the field. You gotta have some power to do that.
Especially, he's the biggest one of the group.
The biggest one.
6'2", 290. So yeah, you got to go get some help. 2nd and 6.
It's a team effort.
That's right, from the 38-yard line. They'll try Taylor again. He'll try the left side this time across the 40 to the 44. Very close to a first down. Tackle made there by number 51, Braden Flackall. And it looks like they're going to give him forward progress enough for the first down. Well, they don't measure anymore, do they? It's just it looks close enough and give them a first down. It does move the game along.
How many have we seen this season?
1, as I recall.
Yeah,
I think 1.
2 maybe at most, but not many.
First down, Warriors from their own 44. Just underway, third quarter. Riverdale leading 33-13. Graham, quick pass, a little swing pass far side to Montgomery. close to midfield, down to the 49-yard line, out to the 49-yard line, as a matter of fact, so a gain of 5. Montgomery, that is his 6th reception for 92 yards on the night.
And we can see right now with Riverdale up by 20, they're just managing the game. They were running the football. That one just another high percentage pass. Don't allow Green Hill to get back into the game by turning the ball over, so they're just slowly moving it down the field.
2nd down and a long 5 for the Warriors, 3 wide left. Quick pass underneath, caught by Woodruff, tackled to the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Well, that's hard to defend. It's just that little quick hook route inside. Tackle was made there by Ivy, I believe, on the tackle after a gain of 13.
Yeah, it's just that little stab route you see all the time in those spread looks there in the slot. And again, another high percentage throw, not risking anything at all right now.
I think that puts him over 3,000 yards, Graham, for the season passing. Handoff to Taylor, reverses, goes back to the right, moves it inside to about the 37-yard line, so a gain of 3. The play was designed to go left, and he threw the brakes on, just sent it back up the middle and got what he could out of it.
Well, when you said he went in reverse, it looked like Fast and the Furious, the way he just stopped and then went in the other direction. But a good job by him with that footwork.
Shotgun formation, 2nd down on a short 7. Quick pass, Graham, out caught. 1st down inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. Boy, they get it out of his hands in a hurry. Montgomery with another catch. That's going to put Montgomery, I believe, after the 12-yard catch, over 100 yards receiving. That's 104 on the night on 7 catches.
And again, 3 yards, 7 yards, 5 yards, just moving it down the field with an opportunity to really put this game away if they score on this drive.
Boy, and they set you up for that quick hook and go, and see if they have that opportunity.
Well, that's when I'm waiting for the good old sluggo route.
3 receivers left, 2 receivers left, in fact. They look to the left. Inside pass is caught by Williams, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2. Still on his feet to the 15, down to the 13-yard line before he was finally brought down by number 7, Aiden Greer. That's another Riverdale 1st down.
Now, it's just that little inside screen there at the hash near side. I saw Tony Franklin call that many times down at MTSU.
Yep.
Play that he was well known to call, where you just got a lot of people bunched up there, but well executed, because if you can dodge 1 or 2 tackles, you can get good yards after catch, which is exactly what Riverdale did.
Graham 19 for 25, 306 yards, 3 touchdowns. And has his Warriors driving again in the red zone inside the 15 on 1st and 10. Ball at the 14, 13-yard line. 2 wide, split to the right. Graham looking, fires to the end zone, has a man. It is bobbled. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Montgomery. Touchdown, Riverdale. He didn't catch it cleanly, but he had enough time to gather it in and get the feet down in the back of the end zone.
I wasn't sure if he was able to get the possession of the ball and keep both feet in, but the official was right there on the back boundary. Touchdown, nice throw right over the middle. What I liked about that throw, that's a fearless throw where he's just going to go for it, and he did, ripped it over the middle. Touchdown for Riverdale.
Montgomery's 15th touchdown reception of the season. That's 4 touchdown passes tonight for Graham. He's got 39 on the year. The extra point by Armand is up and good, and Riverdale does exactly what they hoped they would do. Take the opening kickoff, march downfield, stick it in, and extend the lead. 8:17 left in the 3rd. Riverdale 40, Green Hill 13 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Jackson Boone Racing.
The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Jackson Boone Racing.
A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Riverdale continues to roll. They march downfield, score the touchdown to open the 3rd quarter, and the Warriors extend their lead to 40-13 with 8:17 left in the 3rd quarter, and Riverdale set to kick it away. Owens back deep to receive for the Hawks. Green Hill led 7-0. They had a pick 6 to get the lead, but since then it's been all the homestanding Warriors. This kick is going to bounce and roll into the end zone. So Green Hill will start first down as they will bring it out and see if they can get something going offensively.
Hawks from the 20.
Had about 150 yards of offense in the first half, did the Hawks, but really two big plays, the pick six for a touchdown and then the double reverse flea flicker pass to Mattingly for a touchdown. But Mattingly, who is their favorite target, who's got school records for receptions in a game, receptions in a season, receptions in a career. Of course, it's a young school, but he's got all of those records. They've only found him, I believe, twice tonight for 53 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, the program just 4 years old.
First down handoff on the jet sweep. Nice run by Jones, still on his feet. Jones finally dragged down at the 45-yard line. Did a little jet sweep to Braden Jones running right to left. He turned on the jets and got it out to the 45. Jones' first carry of the night for 25.
Well, aside from the flea flicker, that's the best offensive play they've had this evening. It was well called, able to take it to the far side, and he was able to get some momentum. A nice gain of 25 yards.
Jones is one of these seniors. He doesn't want this to be his last game, so those seniors going to give you everything they've got. Burrows, the quarterback, on a keeper across midfield and across the 45. Wow, great strength. I believe he got enough for a first down to the 44-yard line, and he got the last 6 or 7 all on his own.
Again, I'm a little surprised they haven't run him a little bit more because he's been the most consistent run presence for them, but 2 back-to-back running plays for first downs.
It's over 100 yards rushing for Green Hill tonight. Burrows 7 carries, 34 yards. First down for the Hawks from the Riverdale 44. Rush is coming, sack is made all the way back at the 46-yard line. That was in a hurry. Coming free to get that sack, the 3rd sack of the night. Boy, he was slung down immediately.
Nothing he could do. There was absolutely nothing he could do. He was barely set in the pocket by the time he had 2 defenders in his face that basically ran him over. So Riverdale able to get some pressure mounted.
3rd sack of the night for the Warriors. Walks it back to the 48-yard line in Green Hill territory. Makes it 2nd down and about 18. Looking to pass. Burrows. Chase now steps up. Now rolling left. Going to fire downfield. Has a man caught. Jones first down. Inside the 25 to the 24. Tremendous job by Burrows to elude the rush and then have his eyes downfield and find his senior teammate.
Boy, that was really well done for a kid who's only a sophomore, able to elude the pressure and then threw back to the middle of the field, which oftentimes is a recipe for disaster. Not that time, right on the numbers. And now 3 first downs in a row for Green Hill.
28 yards on the reception by the senior Jones. First down for Green Hill from the 23-yard line of the Warriors. Handoff right up the gut inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line on the carry for the Hawks. So they get about 5 yards on first down. Owens comes out of the game. I believe Schote checks in. He'll be in the shotgun standing to the right of the quarterback. Burrows, rush is coming. Going to have to keep it, trying to elude the rush again. He's not going to get away this time. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. And I think a flag was thrown in at the end of that play. Might have a face mask there. And we do. Face mask on Riverdale.
Yeah, he took a hit. He got an over-under hit that time where he was kind of in place, but Riverdale with the face mask, so that'll be 15 yards. Another first down for Green Hill and their best drive of the game.
Quanby James, the nose guard, comes out of the game for Riverdale.
Personal foul.
That personal foul, they're going to walk it
Riverdale.
all the way down to about the 8-yard line. So Green Hill trying to answer after Riverdale's opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter. Green Hill with a long hill to climb, trailing 40-13. Burrows in the shotgun on 1st and goal. 3 wide right, 1 left. Schote is the tailback, standing to the left shoulder of the quarterback Burrows. Burrows to throw. Sends it to the far side, back corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. And a penalty flag is thrown. Looking in that far corner for Mattingly, pass was overthrown, but there's flag for contact and probably going to be pass interference on Riverdale, and it is.
Well, that's also part of the reason you throw that, is that you go into the back of the end zone to where you got it man on man. If you can get an interference call, then you get a new set of downs. That was a little overthrown. I didn't think the interference was that egregious, to be honest with you. I thought that it was pretty good defending for the most part, but nonetheless, the flag was thrown.
Third penalty of the night called on Riverdale for 30 yards.
The only thing I can think of is if he pushed him off out of bounds near the end of the play.
Inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Burrows passes batted down, incomplete. Broken up by Ryan Edmiston, who got a paw on that and knocked it down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I thought that time they might go with the fade, just flip it over to the other side of the field. Instead, he tried to keep it toward more the middle, and it was deflected away.
I think Edmiston's frustrated because if he had been able to bat that ball up into the air instead of down,
pretty good chance of picking that off.
And still running.
Yes, that's right.
2nd and goal inside the 5. Man in motion left to right is Jackson. Low snap. Burrows fires, and it's broken up and intercepted to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, down the sideline, 20, 25, and out of bounds. JoJo Smith, the junior middle linebacker, his first interception of the season.
Intercepted by number 8, JoJo Smith.
Well, Riverdale nearly intercepted it on the previous play. They did that time, and for a moment you wondered how long he'd be running downfield with the football, and his teammates are still mobbing him on the sideline for that interception, his first of the season, as Riverdale continues to roll and short-circuited what was Green Hill's best drive of the game.
29-yard return for Smith, his first interception. And Riverdale with the ball first down from their own 30-yard line, leading 40-13. 5:07 left third quarter. Handoff, Verser across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle is made there, and the Green Hill defender who made the tackle, I believe that is Sebastian Cruz, the senior defensive tackle that helped up the running back.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see a good amount of Verser here for the remainder of the game.
Verser with a kickoff return for a touchdown tonight. Verser coming into the game 319 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. Quick pass, a swing pass far side, brought in by Vanderbilt to the 35, to the 40, first down to the 42-yard line. Again, Vanderbilt, Braylon Vanderbilt, the senior, that's his 21st catch of the season. Boy, you look around this offense, Jonathan, this guy's got 50, another guy has 50, Vanderbilt has 20, and talking about receptions, they really spread the ball around in this offense.
That's what's going to make them very difficult to beat moving forward, and has all year. And that was a well-blocked play because he had to have 3 blocks get set up in order for him to get the first down. They set all of them.
3 wide left, shotgun formation, first down from the 42. Swing pass near side, drop by Woodruff. He was a little out of kilter when he tried to turn and make the catch. He was off balance and probably wasn't going to go very far anyway, so it's incomplete, second down.
Yeah, Green Hill went to get the football after it was dropped, thinking maybe it was a fumble, but that ball was thrown about 1.5 yards forward over in that lateral direction.
Graham, 21 of 28 passing, 329 yards, 4 touchdowns. 2nd and 10. Graham to throw again with the rush coming. Fires near side, incomplete. Woodruff just let that one get through his hands.
Yeah, that one's a drop.
Yep. That's all you could say.
That one just is. It happens.
Now, he knew the defender, Duffy, was coming.
He
knew he was coming, and so you're trying to make the catch and turn and just forgot to secure it. So 3rd and 10 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, there were footsteps coming. There was no doubt about that.
Riverdale's won 6 in a row. Opened the season. Actually, they were 2-2 after losses at Henry County and at Germantown, but they've rattled off 6 in a row since then. Pass over the middle. Woodruff got that one and held on, and he's got a first down in Green Hill territory at the 40.
Well, you mentioned Henry County. No shame in losing to Henry County. He's going to be battling for a state championship again.
Pass complete to Woodruff.
Another perennial power out there.
Yeah, Woodruff limping coming off the field.
4th catch for Woodruff for 61 yards. He's got a touchdown reception tonight.
Good chance you could see Page and Henry County deep in the playoffs as we did last season.
First down just inside the Green Hill 40. Shotgun again. Handoff Verser. Cuts it upfield inside the 40 to the 35. Nice open field tackle there and a very late penalty flag. Cruz with a tackle, and the flag was thrown in after the play was over.
I think it's going to be a personal foul coming up on Riverdale.
Tackle down by number 50, Sebastian.
Actually, personal foul on Green Hill.
Green Hill, yeah.
No, I think the official corrected it. He pointed at Green Hill, and he said, "Nope, wait a minute." Yeah. Then he pointed at Riverdale.
I thought it was Riverdale. Yeah, just because I saw the offending player get a late hit in beyond the echo of the whistle, and the head official was able to see that immediately. So that was 15 yards on Riverdale.
So the personal foul on Riverdale will walk it back. Again, Riverdale now penalized 4 times tonight for 45 yards. They're going to spot it right at midfield on the far hash mark. Warriors moving right to left in their red and gold with white numerals, gold helmets. Second down and 20 from midfield. Graham simulates the snap a couple of times and nobody jumps, so now they'll look to the sideline. Clock is running, 3:05 left in the third. Riverdale leading 40-13. 2 receivers split to each side for the Warriors. In the gun, Graham fires slant pass caught. Vanderbilt inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made by number 21, Will Milner, who had the pick 6 earlier in the game.
One thing I love about Graham is that he throws with confidence. He's not afraid to put the ball in a tight space, but at the same time, if it's a high percentage play, he'll just go ahead and make that play too. So Graham just a very disciplined quarterback, which is why he's a semifinalist for Mr. Football.
That gained 14. He has 360 yards passing tonight, 23 for 31. And going to throw again here on third down. Swing pass to Verser. 35-30 down the sideline, 25 and out of bounds. And that'll be enough for a Riverdale first down.
And Riverdale's not doing anything fancy. They're just taking what Green Hill is offering them, settling for that, getting 7, 8, 10 yards on these plays, and just moving the ball downfield, which is the way they started the second half.
But they just spread your defense.
Yes.
They make you cover the whole field, and then they attack you right up the middle after they got you spread out. It's a really, really good offensive set.
Josh Heupel knows a thing or two about that. Has done that very often for the Volunteers.
3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. First down for Riverdale from the 23-yard line of Green Hill. Handoff, Verser, going to be dragged down at about the 21 as they sort of grabbed him and held on. That was number 7, Aiden Greer, the senior, in there to make the tackle. He did not get the start, was injured during the course of the week. He's a usual starter, usually their best tackler, but he is playing.
And that's the thing. You do those 2x2 sets or those 3x1 sets, and you pull those linebackers out. And as you mentioned, then just take it up the middle, and that's where you're getting a free 5, 6, 7 yards on a play.
And Riverdale can afford to be very patient if they'd like to be. They'd like to go in a hurry. They usually go in a quick tempo, but with the lead and very comfortably willing to take their time. Graham to throw. Steps up, penalty flag down, going to be a hold. He's going to throw it down the sideline. Pass is caught inside the 10, out of bounds at about the 6 by Vanderbilt, but I believe this is going to come back.
That might be a hold, but that was a bullet of a throw. Really well composed by Graham coming to the near side.
It is a hold on Riverdale, so that's going to come back.
I like his poise. I like his moxie. Good presence, leadership presence out on the field.
You know, look at the numbers. His game against Siegel a couple of weeks ago, 20 of 26 passing for 230, but 4 touchdowns. Just very efficient. As we said coming in, the interception that he threw earlier, only the third he's thrown all year with 39 touchdown passes.
Again, just a remarkable number by him. And when you have that many weapons, you wonder if it's the weapons that make the quarterback or the quarterback that makes the weapons. And I think in this situation, it's both.
Well, he's knocking on 400 yards passing, 372 yards passing tonight, and going to be in the shotgun here on 2nd down and 17. Handoff to Verser, bounces it to the right, cuts upfield, lowers a shoulder, runs over a defender, pushes it down to about the 23. You heard the reaction from the crowd because he found a defender and just ran right at him and got another yard or 2 as a result.
Maybe it's because their uniforms look like the Seminoles, but he reminds me a little bit of Warwick Dunn the way he runs the football. Because he's not big, but he's not afraid to put his shoulder down and square up and hit a defender. That's what he did right there.
3rd and 9. Ball at the 22-yard line of Green Hill. In the final minute now of quarter number 3. Riverdale leading 40-13 and trying to extend it. In what I would assume is probably 4-down territory for the Warriors. Graham in the shotgun, 2 wide to each side. Verser the tailback. Graham to throw. Pumps dropped. At the 20-yard line, dropped. I believe that was Vanderbilt. No, it was Vanderbilt who was the intended target and just dropped it. And now I believe they're going to bring the field goal unit on.
There's been a few drops for Riverdale tonight, 3 or 4. And it's usually just peeking upfield. You know that you've got somebody breathing down your neck, peeking upfield, trying to make a play and get those important
now, Khalil Armand, 5 for 6 in field goals this season. His season long is 40. This is 39. Not quite in the center of the field, but very close. Armand missed 2 extra points. High snap. They got it down. Armand's got the distance, and that kick is good. Boy, he nailed that one. Great job by the holder to bring that down and get it set. And Armand drilled it very easily from 39. So the new score with 24 seconds left in the third. Riverdale 43, Green Hill 13 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
39-yard field goal by Armand to give Riverdale now a 30-point advantage, 43-13, with 24 seconds left in quarter number 3. Kickoff is away. This is a low line drive going to go through the end zone, so Green Hill will start first down. And I believe, Jonathan, with a 30-point advantage, the clock will continue to run, and so that was going to be, I believe, the final play of quarter number 3. Once you get to 30 points advantage in the second half, the clock runs continuously, and that's where we faced it. So now we'll go to quarter number 4. Riverdale 1 quarter away from advancing in the state playoffs. It's Riverdale 43, Green Hill 13 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
On the opening play of the fourth quarter, Ryan Edmiston sacks the quarterback, Cannon Burrows, 4th sack of the night for Riverdale. Warriors leading 43-13. Clock continues to run, 11:30 left to play. With a 30-point advantage, the clock will run continuously unless Green Hill can cut into that 30-point deficit. Handoff was dropped and fumbled, and Burrows just had to pounce on it back at the 15-yard line.
Well, in the previous play when he got sacked, he got walloped on that play, too. He took a big hit.
Well, you got to wonder, if you're Riverdale, Graham 372 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Maybe you've seen all of him you're going to see tonight?
I think we'd be done. Because anything now at this point would be stat padding.
That's and
I get it. He has over 3,000 yards in the season.
Well, he's 30 yards from 400 on the night. So, I mean, I wouldn't be adverse to that. Burrows swing pass, nice one-handed catch, but a great open field tackle as well. Schote with the reception. And then the open field tackle and a little bit of a strut out there by JoJo Smith. And that brings up 4th down.
I understand that. I mean, if he went to get 400 yards, I'm fine with that too. Yep. But I'm also the person that goes, I need you in December maybe. So don't run any risk.
I need you next week.
Yeah. Up to possibly
That's
December.
Right.
Yeah.
So Riverdale poised to get excellent field position.
Yeah, if they were to play Oakland here in 2 weeks, that would just be an outstanding football game.
That's the track. They have an opportunity. Timeout is taken here by Green Hill. We'll keep it here because last time we went, they threw a touchdown pass while we were gone. So, Prep Football Talk tomorrow, 8 a.m. Coach Bubba Spears, Greg Pogue, and a cast of thousands.
I think the officials fibbed you about those minute-long timeouts.
Yeah, he
Joe.
said, "Oh yeah, we got the minute."
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Must be a Casio watch that they're using down there then.
They do a really good job. They've had a good night. They haven't had to throw the flags a lot tonight. Both teams have been pretty clean in that regard.
Don't even think of the only thing that I saw that I think they missed was a block in the back on the kickoff return. But again, that's one of those things when you're on field level, it's almost impossible to see unless you're right on top of it.
In front formation, Caden Chandler, deep to receive, Montgomery.
So Chandler back deep. Now in a timeout now taken by Riverdale.
Okay.
And Will Kreisky's coaching staff is motioning everybody to come over and have a brief conversation.
You want to keep them coached up. That's the thing. Yeah, you're up by 30. You're at home. It's first round, but you want to keep them coached up. You don't want them to slack off. Keep that intensity. Keep that focus going because you don't want to essentially lose the fourth quarter, even though it is a running clock right now. Just keep everybody focused.
Candlesticks always make a nice gift.
They always do. It's been the best running joke this season.
It's come up too much, hasn't it? We've had this situation more than once.
More than a few times.
I'll be honest. I thought Riverdale would be favored tonight. I thought Riverdale was the stronger team, but I thought this was going to be a closer game than it has turned out to be.
And again, I don't think Green Hill's been bad. They just don't have enough to stop Riverdale. And not many people have been able to do that over the past 2 months.
Punt is away, high. It will bounce at about the 45, take a very nice Green Hill roll all the way down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A very effective punt there for Green Hill, a punt of 46 yards. So now let's look down and see. My question is whether we have seen the last of Braden Graham tonight.
The answer to that is no.
Nope, he's going to be back out there. I thought maybe we would see the senior Luke Smith. Again, when you look at the numbers, Graham 24 for 33, 372 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. So he is 28 yards, according to Todd Berry, from 400 on the night. He's going to hand this one off, and a gain of about a yard on the play, and that is all.
On the run, number 34, Ty Hollis.
Ty Hollis, a sophomore running back, gets his first carry of the night.
Bearman's been writing so quickly that the paper's almost caught on fire.
Yes, it has.
He's been going for it.
Leading rusher for Riverdale, Taylor, 12 carries, 64 yards on the night. I would doubt we would see him again. But again, Graham still in the game at quarterback. On 2nd and 9, he'll hand off to Hollis again. Hollis tries the left side, maybe a yard or 2, and that brings up 3rd down.
Well, you can keep him in at quarterback if he's just handing off the ball.
And that may be exactly what it is. You may be right. Yeah.
Tackled by number 5,
we were there was it last week? When Green Hill had the big lead and they put in Garen Camarada and the Green Hill crowd started chanting his name.
Oh, they exploded. It was a great moment. Great moment for that young man.
3rd and a long 7 for the Warriors from their own 42-yard line, leading 43-13.
If I remember correctly, he did have like one good play that really caused them to go crazy.
Yeah, they didn't let him throw the ball very much.
No.
They were way ahead. Handoff, Verser, 40, midfield down the sideline. He is gone. Verser down the sideline. Touchdown, Warriors. Boy, the minute he hit the gap and turned on the Jets, it was over. 59 yards.
You want to know how loaded this team is? That's the backup, who would be starting anywhere else.
He's got a kickoff return for a touchdown tonight. He's got a 59-yard touchdown run, and Riverdale pads their lead. They're a point away from half 100.
It's just tough to compete with that type of speed. And when he hits the corner, when he hits that extra gear, you're not going to catch him.
You could see it at midfield. It was over. So Armand for the extra point. High snap. Another nice job by the holder to get that down. And the kick is good. That's Luke Smith. Let's give Luke Smith a shout out. He's had a couple of really nice jobs on some snaps that were a little bit erratic. Riverdale 7 for 10 on third down. Green Hill's only 1 for 6. 50-13 Warriors. Clock continues to run with 6:30 left on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators who display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Now back to the live action with Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Off the smoking pencil of the Bearman Todd Berry, Riverdale 500 yards of total offense, 372 through the air, 139 on the ground, 23 first down, 7 for 10 on third down. They have been tremendously efficient offensively. And then flip the other side. Green Hill, 92 yards rushing, 84 yards passing, no passing yards in the second half for the Hawks.
Been complete domination by Riverdale, who really started to turn it on later in the first quarter. When they were able to hit that stride, they were off and running, and Riverdale smooth sailing going into the next round.
Kickoff angling toward the far side, fielded at the numbers at the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. That's about it. That's where Green Hill will start first down. I'm pretty sure that I'm relatively confident after that 16-yard return who our player of the week is going to be. Jackson Boone Racing. I have a pretty good idea.
I think I know who it's going to be.
I've got it narrowed down to one, Mr. Football semifinalist. I'm pretty sure that's who it's going to be.
Although Verser's had a nice little game he's put together for himself. Let's be fair on that.
But if you throw for 370 and don't get player of the game, something's going on.
It's rigged.
First down from the 20-yard line for the Hawks. Clock running, trailing 50-13. Handoff, Thompson gets his first carry of the night, goes right for about a yard, and that's all. At this point, Green Hill would just like to make a few positive yards, let that clock go ahead and run, and think about what was a pretty solid season for them. And they'll go back. Their big game was last week.
It sure was.
To go to Mount Juliet, needing a win to lock up a playoff spot and to dominate Mount Juliet on their home field. Snap was bobbled. We have a new quarterback in the game. Passes thrown complete. 5-yard gain. That's Garen Camerata, who made the completion. And I believe that's his first completion of the season.
You're Green Hill going into next year with a junior quarterback who's pretty good and who's going to continue to develop.
Mattingly will be a senior.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get a couple of those guys back. Owens will be a senior. Got a couple of other guys. Daniel, who's an outstanding running back, who's only a sophomore. So they'll have some weapons back. Boy, hammered as he threw that football, and it is incomplete. I could not tell if the official threw a penalty flag or not. Boy, Smith was absolutely overrun as he turned that ball loose. That was J.C. Haynes, the junior, 6'5", 225, that came in and met him face to face.
I've only got one word for that: stampede. That's what it looked like. They just stampeded over the young man.
So 4th down after the incompletion. And with 2:45 left, Riverdale basically, I don't even think they're going to send anybody deep to receive the punt. The clock can continue to run and maybe take a knee or two and get this game over with. Yeah, Riverdale has nobody back deep to receive the punt. A very impressive performance by the Warriors. Fell behind 7-0 on a pick six. Green Hill seemed to have the early momentum. Riverdale answered right back and never let up. That punt will die at about the 46-yard line. That's where Riverdale will start first down.
Down at the 40.
And I got to believe
a lot
they're
of
going to
new-
see a
yeah.
new quarterback. Yeah, 28 yards on the punt.
A lot of new numbers
Yep,
coming on in
yep.
very clean uniforms.
Yep, Luke Smith, the senior, who is probably not going to get a chance to put his perfect passing rating on the line. He is 5 for 5 on the year.
It's a good season.
In at quarterback for the Warriors, number 15,
Although he will line up in the
Luke
shotgun.
Smith.
And Riverdale with a couple of guys that didn't know if they were supposed to be in the game or not. High snap. Smith went up and got it. Hands off to the tailback inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. That's Hollis with the carry.
Hollis,
1:20 left.
of 2, it's second and
So
8.
Riverdale probably needs to run a couple of more plays,
Yeah,
and they
2
can,
at the most.
They can work this clock down if they choose to do so. Yeah, this is a Riverdale team that whoever gets them next week, this is a challenging team. Their defense is solid. Their offense is got so many weapons.
Well, to use a term from the 90s, better eat your Wheaties.
Smith handed it to Hollis. Hollis hesitated, and Smith just shoved him from behind and said, run through that gap right there. And Hollis ended up getting about 6 yards.
That's a different kind of tush-push on that
Yeah,
play.
it was. 3rd and 2. I wonder who came up with that.
No idea.
30 seconds left in this opening round playoff contest in the TSSAA Class 6A. They'll take the snap and take a knee. Well, Smith, he'll take a loss on the play. They could care less. Very impressive performance by the Warriors of Riverdale. Riverdale eliminates Green Hill. The Warriors advance as Riverdale wins it by a score of 50-13. With the win, Riverdale improves to 9-2. They will take on the winner of tonight's contest between Cookeville and Siegel next week. Green Hill, a fine season for the Hawks, comes to an end as Green Hill finishes their year at 7-4. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap it up for you from Murfreesboro in just a moment on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Jackson Boone Racing.
The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series Championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Jackson Boone Racing.
A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best. If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling. Now it's time for your Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week post-game show with stats and analysis of tonight's game and your Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Player of the Week. Now here's Joe Fisher and Jonathan Schaefer.
Riverdale rolls tonight over Green Hill. Final score 50-13 as the Warriors advance in the state playoffs in Class 6A. Riverdale improves on the year to 9-2. Green Hill, a fine season for them, comes to an end at 7-4. Our thanks Todd Berry, the Bearman, with the stats tonight. He was busy. Riverdale, by my quick Antioch High School mathematics, 518 yards of total offense, 372 through the air, 146 on the ground, 518 total. Green Hill, 89 yards rushing, 88 passing, 177 in total offense. 23 first downs for Riverdale, 13 for Green Hill. Riverdale 7 for 10 on third down. Green Hill was 1 for 7. Green Hill grabbed the lead in this game, had a pick six. They led 7-0, Jonathan, and seemed to get off to a great start. But after that, Riverdale turned on the Jets offensively and Green Hill just had no answer for the multiple weapons that Riverdale has.
Yeah, Green Hill added another touchdown with a reverse flea flicker on the play, and that was able to get them within 6. But after that, Riverdale just ran away with it. And again, I don't think it was necessarily Green Hill playing bad tonight. It was just Riverdale playing that well and just having the athletes over Green Hill, and a Riverdale squad that'll be home again next week. They'll be taking on Cookeville, will be coming to town.
That's right. Riverdale, of course, led by their Mr. Football semifinalist, Braden Graham, who was 24 for 33 passing for 372 yards, 4 touchdowns. That puts him above 3,000 yards passing for the season. And if I remember the calculations, 39 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, one of those tonight.
Yeah, that's a 13-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, so that's unbelievable.
And he spread it to the receivers. Williams, 6 catches, 94 yards and a score. Montgomery, 8 catches for 117 and a touchdown. Thompson, 1 catch for 25 and a touchdown. Woodruff, 4 for 61 and a touchdown. Also, Vanderbilt, 2 catches for 24. Verser, 1 catch for 12. Verser's another guy you got to mention. Had a kickoff return, 83 yards for a touchdown. Then had a 59-yard touchdown run as well. So Verser, 5 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. Taylor was their main running threat in the first half. He had 12 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown. But you can just see offense after offense after offense, they just keep bringing them.
It's just a matter of you come and play Riverdale, who you're going to stop, because you can't stop everybody. You've got an outstanding quarterback who can throw it to 4 or 5 different guys. You've got 2 or 3 guys in the backfield that can all run the ball well. We barely even talked about the line play for Riverdale on both sides tonight.
We're good.
That's how good they were, was that we didn't even really mention it. They were outstanding.
Yep. Our player of the week brought to you as always by Jackson Boone Racing. And of course, it is the quarterback. An outstanding performance tonight, Braden Graham. On the night, I don't know if you know this, Braden, 24 for 33 for 372 yards and 4 touchdowns. But I want to start you off. I want to take you back to that first throw that went the other way. Yeah. Tell me about what happened there and then your mindset after something like that happens.
Yeah, I just, I thought it was man coverage, kind of got ahead of myself. I wasn't following what my OC, who's great, has been pushing. I gotta listen to him and trust in him, and I got mixed up. I thought it was man. The kid just made a good play on the ball, and but since I was a kid, my dad just always said move on to the next play, and that's all I could really think of. It was definitely a little tough in the first half. I was a little bit upset about it, but I knew that, in the playoffs, man, I just got to keep going. And our defense did a great job tonight, keeping them to only 7, which I'm sure they're upset about. And they'll be working harder. And, my receivers, my linemen, my running backs, they all, picked me up when I came over after that. And I just realized I got to turn it up from there. So we got it going. It was a little bit slow still through the first half. Towards the end of the second, we got it rolling, and then the third and fourth we picked it up really well. So overall, a solid performance as a team. But there's a lot that we can fix, and I got to do a better job leading those guys and executing at a higher level.
That was the one thing I wanted to ask you. Where do you think the turning point was where your team really hit another gear and was able to run away with it tonight?
I'd say probably right after the kick return by Versa, which is a great job. But we were there, man. It was just the little things, and we were a few missed assignments, but I got to do a better job of staying on my guys and do a better job myself. So we got to prepare. I got to get in the film room, start studying Cookeville, a great football team. Beat Siegel, who's got a lot of good people over there. So we got to come out stronger in the first half next week for sure.
Real quickly, how fortunate do you feel that you've got a lot of athletes out there that if you just do your job and get them the ball, that they're gonna make a lot of big plays?
Yeah, for sure. It's great having those guys around me, man. It makes my job a lot easier. It's something I didn't have as much last year, but I'm super blessed to have those guys out there. Brock, Braylon, Keyshawn, Ben, Ryan, DJ Verser, the other 2 coming off the bench. We just got a good depth chart, man, and it's great. So everyone's bought in. We got to, clean up the little things, but I know everyone's super, dialed in for this next game. So I'm pumped about it, though. We just got to keep moving forward.
Let me ask you finally, Braden, before we let you go. Coach mentioned that he was most concerned about you guys getting over the Oakland win.
Yeah.
That he was afraid of a hangover.
Yes, sir.
How tough was that, or was there a hangover?
I don't necessarily think it was a hangover. I just think that I made a bad mistake on that first drive. We were moving it really well. It was multiple completions, and I just, got mixed up, and, I just had to move on.
Yep.
But, we were able to still execute, and, obviously we were definitely excited about the Oakland win last week, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. If everything goes as planned and we keep winning and we win this next game, I'm sure we'll see them again, and it'll be, 3 times harder, and it'll be, more excitement and everything. So, I don't think there necessarily was that we were, still caught up on it, but, we just got to, keep moving forward, man.
Well, great job tonight, and continued success to you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Man.
Thank
Braden
you,
Graham, outstanding night tonight, 372 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 39 touchdown passes on the season, and you hear him. He knows who deserves the credit. He's an outstanding quarterback, but he knows he's surrounded by a bunch of guys that can do a good job for him too.
You want to talk about a high standard that he has set for himself. If somebody was just tuning in while we were talking to him, you would think that he had just a pedestrian game. Just talking about that mistake that he made, and it had been mentioned to us that his head coach got on to him a little bit there in that first half to just keep his team focused and do what he needed to do. And this is a Riverdale team that is hitting their stride right at the perfect time of the season.
Absolutely. Jonathan, great time as always. Really enjoyed it. Thanks to Adam Johnson for all his work here, our producer-engineer. Thanks to the Bear Man, Todd Berry, for his tremendous work on the stats. Certainly thanks to all of our sponsors, Jody Jones Dentistry, Jackson Boone Racing, who brings you the Player of the Week, the Omni Nashville Hotel, Strike and Spare, and Southern Trophy House. And most of all, of course, thanks to you for being with us. We enjoy it. Next week, second round of the playoffs. We'll see as the field is cut in half after tonight. So we'll see what comes up next week as well. I'm Joe Fisher. Thanks for joining us once again. Final score once again from Murfreesboro, Riverdale 50, Green Hill 13 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit jodyjonesdds.com or call 615-259-5100.
When you want down-home cooking, just head downtown. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel serves traditional Southern cooking, sourced fresh and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Southern smoked breakfast bowl or a Music City omelet. If you're looking for variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City or get your fill at the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Kitchen Notes dishes up lunch with traditional Southern tomato pie, country ham, and classic picnic ambrosia. Serving breakfast Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 10:30 and lunch is served 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Kitchen Notes doesn't forget the brunch crowd. Brunch at Kitchen Notes is every Friday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. featuring cast iron pancakes, made to order waffles and eggs, and ice cold carafes of mimosas. Enjoy farm to table Southern dishes made from treasured family recipes. Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Jackson Boone Racing.
The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Jackson Boone Racing.
A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front.
Jackson Boone Racing.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week comes to an official end. And speaking of an official end, a good season for Green Hill, but their season will come to a conclusion here tonight. Score does not reflect the success that Green Hill has had this season. With Riverdale 50, Green Hill 13, the Warriors will go on to host Cookeville, who defeated Siegel 35-13 in the opening round of the 2023 TSSAA playoffs. When you think back on this game, Q Joseph, Riverdale had 518 yards of total offense to Green Hill's 177. Let's go through the scoring here. Green Hill would score first in the opening quarter with a pick six. Yep, with a pick six. Tacked on the extra point. Riverdale will come back to score in the first. Did not convert the extra point, but Riverdale would go on in the second quarter. That's when they exploded. 27 points were scored in the second quarter alone by Riverdale. Green Hill would then put another touchdown on the board, missed that extra point. Halftime score 33-13. Riverdale would come out in the third quarter, would score on their first possession. Later on in the quarter, got a field goal, made the score 43-13, and then would score again, Riverdale, a 54-yard touchdown run. I think that put the official bow on the suit for the game. Green Hill held scoreless in the second half.
Wow. Wow. And a team who just 7 days ago dominated and just ran into a buzzsaw.
And look at Riverdale, a team last week on a 2-point conversion. You defeat Oakland.
Yeah.
Last game of the season. And a lot of people, the naysayers, if you would, felt like, well, this Riverdale team could, come out and have that hangover from the win over Oakland, as I'm pretty sure any team would.
Right.
Not the case. This coach Kevin Creasy-led team, very disciplined, very poised, and if you've been listening to the game from the beginning to the end, you heard that.
Yeah. Man, it was an interesting game. Like I said, when we heard that first quarter, we're thinking, oh, we got a game. Then the second quarter happened. And Riverdale just said, yeah, this is our game. And, it's almost indicative. We've said it before. A lot of these teams who are the home team, they, like I said, it goes back to the first Under Armour commercial. Will you protect this house? Yeah. They're protecting the house. Final score 50-13. And what was it about Green Hill that they just couldn't get their offense off? Like I said, a week later. And we did hear a lot of fumbles. We did hear interceptions. I think Riverdale, coming out of the third quarter, was up to 4 or 5 sacks. So it just seems like Riverdale was on both sides of the ball. And even special teams. Special teams got a touchdown in there.
Yeah, special teams was special.
Yeah.
Man, when I look at this 6A bracket, which has now almost officially come to an end, I want to say every home team won.
Wow.
But we'll get to those scores in just a second. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
We all know that Nashville life can get hectic. In the middle of all the madness that is life, don't forget to take care of yourself. Treat yourself to Nashville's ultimate relaxation experience at Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel. With services for men and women, Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel is your one-stop shop for full body treatment. Begin your experience in the exquisite relaxation room, then enjoy a full body treatment or even a couples massage before finishing in the salon. Located on the 4th floor of the Omni Nashville Hotel, Makara Spa is Nashville's highest quality self-care oasis. To book your experience or gain information on packages, call Makara Spa today at 615-761-3600. Again, 615-761-3600. Or log on to theomnihotel.com. And with every booking, you'll have free valet parking and rooftop pool access to enjoy the Music City skyline. And through Labor Day, enjoy the 4th floor spa terrace for only $20. Makara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athletes. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
And we are back live. WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week. It's the playoff version. We're still live from the Strike and Spare studios here on the historic airways of WNSR. Call in 615-844-5600. Let us know. Coaches, announcers, parents. Call us. Let us know. I don't like the term postseason.
Right.
I call it the new season. And you hear the cliche phrase, coaches say, well, we got to go 1-0 every week because it's the playoffs. Well, duh. But, hey, it's a new season. And speaking of a new season, the voice of Westmoreland football, Jeff Combs, on the line with us. How'd your team do tonight?
Hey, Westmoreland, you talk about the new season. Unfortunately, our season ended here tonight. A very good team in Marion County, 21-7, and really, it was quite a fight. It was 0-0 almost to the end of the first half, and then a couple of big plays for Marion County. They've got some athletes that I think are going to be a problem for East Robertson next week.
Yeah, that they do. And then, you know what? That's going to be a fun game with East Robertson next week, minus one of the Grove brothers, but not a sneaky talented team, a very talented team in East Robertson. When you look at Marion County, what stood out about that program?
They have a lot of speed. They're not as big as a lot of other teams that you've seen, and especially around Middle Tennessee, but they have a lot of players that have, they just kept outrunning a whole lot of players, and we had to run them down for some first downs. Their defensive line is not big, but they're quick, and their speed is the big thing that jumped out to me and my partner all night long. And caused Westmoreland quite a bit of trouble.
When you look at this Westmoreland team, they finished the season 5-6. I tell people, when it comes to Westmoreland, they're one of those teams, they may not have a lot of size. They may not have, 4-3, 4-2 speed guys, but you're going to get gritty, tough guys, from a Westmoreland area. That's, to an extent, their identity. When you look at...
I don't...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was about to say, and I don't see that changing at all anytime soon. We're going to lose a good group of seniors, really led by quarterback Jacob Richardson. So there'll be a lot of questions to answer going into next season. But that identity you're talking about, that's not going to be a question at all. That's just... You're absolutely right. That's Westmoreland football through and through. Who's
a player to look out for next year?
Cooper White's still going to be there. He's been our junior star all season long for us, and he's been a star for the last couple of years. He'll be a senior next year. He kind of is one of those players who goes everywhere on the field, slot, deep, running back. We just try and get the ball in his hands, and good things happen for the Eagles when they do. So, yeah, keep an eye out for Cooper White next year in Middle Tennessee.
All right, Cooper White, hey, you're on the board. Looking out for you next year. Well, Coach, Mr. Combs, it's been fun talking to you throughout the season. Sumner County, when it comes to, the WHIN radio network, near and dear to my heart. Appreciate you guys. You guys do a damn good job from all the schools. Some true announcers out there, even if that's not what you want to do with your life. You all do a wonderful job. And, I will say I do miss the booth, but, the studio called. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for your time and your final words.
I appreciate it, Willie. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed getting to know you, and you were doing JP2 in those days. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. WIHN has been great to me and great to our school, and I'm thankful for them and thankful for just giving me a chance to call in and talk about it a little bit and give Westmoreland some publicity that we don't often get up on the Ridge.
Hey, you got to hear WNSR. Thank you, Jeff. Have a good night.
All right, thanks, Willie.
That's Jeff Combs, the voice of Westmoreland football. A tough season for them, ending at 5-6 on the year. And again, I mean, a tough team. I say that a lot, and it's the truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think we now have another caller, and I believe this is the voice of Liberty Creek. So it's just a Sumner County party going on right now. I think we got Chris Freeman on the line with us. Chris, how you doing?
Willie, what's up, man? How you doing tonight?
Man, life is good, man. Just sitting here in the cozy Strike and Spare studios here at WNSR. Liberty Creek, talk about them.
Well, 42-0 tonight over Sycamore, and this game was absolute domination by Liberty Creek. They have won 6 in a row. They've won 7 out of 8. They've scored 40 points or more in every single win. And I believe the last time I talked to you guys, we were 0-3 or 1-3. And we had just got our first win, and I said, you better have caught us early because right now I don't think anybody wants to play us. 42-0 over Sycamore tonight. Brian Rager, 4 touchdowns. He had 214 passing yards. He also had 68 rushing yards. He's now got 33 touchdowns for the season. And for the people that didn't vote for him as a semifinalist for Mr. Football, shame on you because you left out the best quarterback in Middle Tennessee in this area.
That's a bold statement. What do you like about his game?
6'2", runs the RPO, Gus Malzahn offense. Very efficient, runs inside the tackles and outside the edge as well. He calls the game at the line of scrimmage with help from Stetson Dickerson, the offensive coordinator, and he throws for almost 70% completion on all of his passes. He had 3 interceptions in his first game against East Robertson. Since then, he's got 23 touchdowns and 2 interceptions since that first game.
Oh, wow. Defensively, how did the team look? How do you feel like they've looked all season? How did they look tonight?
Probably our best defensive effort of the year. We beat Republic 57-0, but that was not a very good team. Sycamore came in with Hicks Hunter, who had rushed for almost 1,700 yards. We completely shut him down tonight. In fact, I believe he only had about 30 yards rushing, and we held Sycamore to under 100 yards of total offense. And this game was never close, never comfortable for Sycamore, and Liberty Creek was just totally in control. And it's been that way for a long time, and they just continue to get better. Certainly no one here is arrogant or believes we're better than anybody else, but we just kept saying at 0-3, you got to give us a chance to turn things around and get better. And they believe in themselves right now, and they got their eyes on the prize with a game at Fairview next week and a chance to go to East Nashville and avenge a game that we should have won back in Week 5.
Yeah, and they get a Fairview team that they went up against Maplewood, and Maplewood gave them everything they could handle, then some, and a little bit more.
Well, and this is a Maplewood team that we beat 49-21, 49-20, a couple of weeks ago. And Maplewood's got some really good offensive weapons, but they don't stop a lot of anybody. And you saw that with Fairview tonight as that game went back and forth. But ultimately for us, I mean, Fairview's just given up a lot of points in games like this. And our momentum has been to score 45 to 48 points. And until somebody is able to stop that, I'm not really sure that I wouldn't see that Liberty Creek would not be confident in going to Fairview and picking up an upset victory next week.
Oh, I think you said some interesting things right there. We shall see what happens. Liberty Creek Fairview, second round of the TSSAA 3A playoffs. That is the voice of Liberty Creek football, Chris Freeman. Hey, Chris, appreciate you calling in. And, again, good luck to your team, and you have a good night. Drive home safely.
Hey, Willie, thank you very much. And the biggest thing you got to make sure of next week, they know they want to get to East Nashville. Do not overlook Fairview. We know they're a good team. You got to focus on week 2 and play well, and we hope that we'll do that. Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
No problem, man. Thanks for calling in. That's one thing I love about some of these guys that call these football games for the local high schools here in the Nashville area. You can tell that, some announcers have ties to the schools. 75% of us don't. And you just become entrenched in that family.
Right.
And I know for a fact, and I hate to make it personal, when I was at Pope John Paul Preparatory School, as I see another touchdown scored on our MyTV 30 game of the week, this Centennial and Columbia Central game has been going back and forth all night.
That's the game I thought we were going to have tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was too. But hey, we got a good one. We had a good one as well. Riverdale with the win over Green Hill 50-13. But back to my point, no ties to Pope John Paul Preparatory School. None whatsoever. But, you know, getting an opportunity to be at that school, to call games, when you have the historic players that have come out of there, Golden Tate, Wesley Tate, his brother, Antoine Roberts, the more recent polarizing player, Kenny Minchie, Roy White, Colin Cook, who's now playing ball at Columbia. I mean, there have been a lot of good players to come out of Pope John Paul Preparatory School, and getting the opportunity to talk about those athletes and see them live is a beautiful thing. So it's always fun when our announcers call in, and I love when our coaches call in, because you know what? I'll say this. We've had some fearless coaches. I mean, we've had coaches just come on and say, hey, my team, we just didn't get it done.
And they were honest about
it. And you don't get that a lot, especially on the high school level at times. You really have to build that relationship with the coach, which is obvious. But, I mean, I know the first time we interviewed Chris Simpson, you know, after his loss, look, man, you know, I had to do this, I had to do that. My guys weren't ready. I you know, he didn't point the finger. He stated the facts.
Yeah.
And you like that.
And I know we're going to get into the scores, but that is one score that stood out to me tonight. You know, a very, very, very interesting score. And as they lost by only 6 points.
Yeah.
Going into the playoffs, 1-9. And they only lost by 6 points. And of course, we know the numbers doesn't tell the whole entire story, but what you see is a scrappy Maplewood team.
Mm-hmm.
Scrappy. Absolutely scrappy. And kudos to Chris Simpson and what he's doing out there in Maplewood.
Yeah, first-year head coach, Damian Harris, another first-year head coach at East Nashville. Devin Arnold, another first-year head coach at Antioch High School. Unfortunately, their season comes to an end. Mm-hmm. They were defeated by Summit tonight, 38-29. And, you know, we've talked about Antioch a lot this year. Why? Because who would have thought the Antioch Bears would be in the playoffs? Yeah, I'm going to go Jim Moore. Playoffs. Who would have thought?
Right.
And when you look at the schedule, I know Bubba Spears and we talk on Saturday morning. Like, what was Devin thinking?
Yeah.
We see. You build it, they will come. And I think that is what's going on at Antioch High School. And speaking not only just Antioch, but look at Centennial.
Yeah.
You take Coach Jamal Stewart from East Nashville, who made East Nashville, you know, what they are now, and then hand it off to Coach Damian Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Who has done nothing but keep the good times rolling at East Nashville. And now,
in a word,
you know, and you look at East Nashville now, everybody wants to play them. Hey, we're focused on East Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the 3A level, and a team that went to the state finals last year.
And a lot of what you're seeing in the postseason now, especially when we mention East Nashville, when we mention Antioch, when we mention Maplewood, it makes me excited. And of course, we don't want to look forward, but it makes me excited for what happens next August.
Oh, for sure.
Because if you've gotten this far with the amount of tools that you had this year, oh my goodness gracious. What is it that you're going to do next year come August?
Yeah, and let's go down to the Clarksville area. You know, Kenwood, led by Coach Jared Sneed.
Yeah.
You know, he came on and just gave us a whole philosophy about practice. And we thoroughly enjoyed it. But hey, here's what we're going to do. Pretty much the whole 6A bracket is done. We're going to go through that. We've went through the 3A bracket. We had an upset on the 2A level. We'll get to that on the other end. We're live from the Strike and Spare studios here on the historic airways of WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. We'll take our final break. We'll be right back to wrap it all up. The WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Jackson Boone Racing.
The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Jackson Boone Racing.
A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front.
Jackson Boone Racing.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best. If you're looking for something fun to do with family, friends, co-workers, or clients, look no further than Strike and Spare Family Entertainment. Visit any of their 5 Middle Tennessee Strike and Spare Fun Center locations in Hermitage, Donaldson, Tusculum, Hendersonville, or Murfreesboro. With bowling, games, food, drink, and party options for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, roller skating, bungee trampoline, laser tag, and much, much more. All locations of Strike and Spare Family Entertainment are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Check them out online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare Family Entertainment, where fun is bowling.
Had to struggle to put my headphones on here. WNSR Mid-State Checkdown, Game of the Week. And speaking of struggling, on the 2A level, we had an upset.
I like your segue.
Yeah, Peabody had some struggles here tonight versus Laredo. But Peabody out of Trenton, Tennessee, with the win over Laredo, 28-24. Riverside all over Mount Pleasant, 50-6. So in the second round of the 2A playoffs, Peabody and Riverside, Marion County, East Robinson in the second round. Marion County defeated Westmoreland 21-7. East Robinson all over Cascade 42-0. Have a few seconds left before we call it quits here tonight. Cleveland beating Jefferson County 44-36. Science Hill losing to Maryville 42-16. Our game of the week, Riverdale 50, Green Hill 30, Cookville 35, Siegel 13. Oakland, an apoplectic team off of their loss versus Riverdale last week. They take it out on Gallatin 38-3. Ravenwood doubling up Stewart's Creek 28-14. And the Antioch Bears season comes to an end, a 38-29 loss over Summit. And Houston beating Dixon County 47-0. Have a good weekend.
Thank you for listening to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Make sure to follow WNSR on Twitter at Nash Sports Radio and on Facebook at Nashville Sports Radio for highlights of tonight's game. The Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Strike and Spare Family Fun Center, Jackson Boone Racing, the Omni Nashville Hotel, Jody Jones Dentistry, Southern Trophy House. Thank you for listening to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on Nashville's home for high school football. WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
560 AM, 95.9 FM, Brentwood, Nashville, 107.9 FM, Smyrna, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. WNSR, Nashville.